Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to LCK Challenger Spring 2023. I'm Atlas, joined by Chronicler here, as we begin 3 best of 3s for all of the marbles. Well, some of the marbles, a bit of the marbles. There's a few marbles involved, I think. Are there not?
There are, well, maybe. I'm just making sure that I am in chat. You know, we need to keep a close eye on you, because everyone has been behaving very nicely. And as we're getting to what will be the final day of the regular season for us, there's of course another day tomorrow, and there's first day and Friday, but for us, it's the final day. And what a journey it's been.
It has been absolutely glorious. Unbelievable times to be spent with both YouTube chat and Twitch chat. Congratulations on your first cast of a professional Korean League of Legends game.
That was a big milestone.
Earlier this year.
Yeah.
It's been absolutely fantastic. Make sure you sound off with your favorite moments that you experienced here on the Challenger broadcast. We will get a bit sentimental, I think, today. I think it's just going to happen.
It's a good day for it. Yeah, it's a good day for sentiment. This is 13.5, don't you worry. We'll get into all that later on. We're going to get into all the specifics of the patch, because it is pretty substantial patch. We saw 13.4 already had a decent impact. If we had like more of 1, 2, and 3, I think we would have gone a little loopy.
Yeah.
But we got Vhagar, we got Cho'Gath, we got some Senna.
Heartsteel Senna really making us so happy.
Okay, I'm trying to. You said you were going to be there for me on the positive side of it all, Atlas. I don't.
When did I say that?
I decidedly remember you. I don't know when it was. Somewhere throughout the split.
No, I'm having a good day.
No. I'm not referring to you saying you had a good day. So obviously, you know, we've been putting in our all, and at some point, Atlas said, "I'm only going to be positive from now on." Remember that?
No.
Yes, that happened.
Oh,
I'm
no,
going
that was
to
in the
always
LCK.
be extremely.
That was in the LCK.
Don't give me that cop out.
It's not a cop out. It's the truth. You just need to learn how to listen properly.
Oh.
Here, these are the results. DK continuing to be very, very good. DRX taking down Gen.G, but in 3 games, as T1 was able to 2-0 bro, like most teams do. Live Sandbox also dropping 0-2 is actually kind of surprising. As, of course, Humble Life Esports, very, very strong. But Live Sandbox, I thought were, you know, starting to move up, as you can see. Not exactly the case. Their differential definitely horrible, as they are at the same scoreline as Gen.G, but 5 game score behind.
And we have mainly our you know, top 3, and then we have Hanwha, Nongshim, and Nongshim and T1 are kind of on their own, and then we have a big gap. Then we have Gen.G, Sandbox, Kwangdong, and then we have a big gap. And then we have Bro, which is exactly where Bro fans would like to be. That's their comfort zone.
Well, I don't know whether that's where they'd like to be, but I don't think they're too worried about Bro being there, right?
Yeah.
Zelrix, that's actually the whole point, is that Bro don't do a lot of winning here in the LCK. They managed to win once, but otherwise there has been a long slew of losses for the squad.
My favorite moment was when we learned that you guys just pull frozen casts out and play them up. Yeah, we actually fall them over challengers. We freeze the casts after they're done, and then you can actually keep them for a long time.
We actually don't know how to do it. Wolf is the one that knows, because he's been commentating for so many years. He just goes into autopilot.
Yeah, I don't know how you freeze an AI, but that's okay. As looking here at the playoff round 2 chances now. D+ have a pretty substantial test still ahead of them in DRX. T1, though, has really fallen. At times, they were kind of challenging for the top of the ladder, but their recent performance hasn't matched that. And for KT, I think, and D+ both, really, like, they are facing off against one another. It's very similar to the Gen.G D+ situation we have in the main LCK, where that match between those two might actually end up deciding who gets second. And if you're like, oh, how does the CL playoffs work? It's the same as the LCK. It's very easy.
It is. So, judging by this and by the strength of schedule over this week for these teams, it looks like D+ should be able to make it into that first place if they're able to win against DRX here today. As we are going to have a look at the patch nodes here. Caitlyn getting a little bit of a nerf. We'll see how much this actually impacts her. What do you think, Chronicler?
I am not necessarily convinced that this is going to fix the Caitlyn issue.
But it's 1 base armor.
Yeah, well, nerfs like this over time have been proven to be effective. But with how insanely strong Caitlyn is right now, I don't even think it's just Caitlyn as a champion. I think it's how the meta currently is being played out. And I don't think this nerf to Caitlyn alone is enough, but I do think that a lot of the other system nerfs that have come in might kind of take away from this. Because right now, you're basically incentivized to just camp bot and snowball. And we're seeing more and more snowballing nerfs. We're seeing more resources put in the jungle. So now if you go for a bot lane gank and it doesn't work out right now, you barely get punished. But if you do, if your opponent actually can get a sizable lead and that becomes more relevant, then maybe that's the kind of combination of change that can get Caitlyn out of the meta. I don't know if that's going to be the case, as it is a bunch of decently close matches here today.
Yeah, this is actually, it's a really cool day. The last match, of course, everyone's eyes are going to be drawn to. Very important for DRX to be able to pick up a win here if they do want to have a chance of that top spot. But DK, this is their opportunity to solidify it, right? They're going to be up against T1 afterwards. DRX is going to be facing against KT. So one of either DRX or KT are going to suffer a loss, and that helps DK's chances a heck of a lot. T1 versus Gen.G, actually looking really close. And honestly, I think I've cast T1 the last couple of weeks in a row, and it's always been close matches. This is the first time that they've actually been ahead of a team. Although there is a big gap between 6th and 7th when it comes to win rates.
Not like the LCK, as mentioned. Gen.G definitely still figuring stuff out. Their creativity is great. Their actual gameplay, not so much. They've been doing weird flexes, and I personally appreciate that in the team, even though at this point they're obviously already out of the running, like in the LCK, or top 6 teams are already locked in. But I do think Gen.G is a team that in summer might be a little bit better. LSBM kind of feeling the same way. I'm like, I can see them be pretty decent. T1 though, you have Forrest, who has been in challengers for quite a while. You have Bay, a player who,
MSI representative
as much as we joke,
PCS god,
PCS champion Bay, yes, should not be struggling. This team in challenges the way that they are right now.
Oh, Master of the Dark has a really important question. He's asking where Faker is.
Where Faker? We don't know. Last known location was on Chovy's.
Yeah, Chovy's Camel Farm in New Zealand.
Chovy's Camel Farm in New Zealand.
But I think he might have actually moved.
To Desop Aqua Farm?
Yeah, I think so. But we'll have to check.
What was it, Peru?
No, Tasmania. Tasmania. Yeah,
Tasmania.
That's Tasmania.
Who is Faker? Yeah, I don't know that either. People keep asking about him. We just know where he is.
Yeah, we know where he is. We don't know who he is.
No idea.
And in fact, he might be disguised because his name is indeed Faker. So you never really know. Oh, he's playing CS:GO for Navi now. Wow, that's crazy. There's a lot of different things here. As Zest, Winner, Quid, Carpe, and Lospa. Of course, we do have some resident Quid fans here in Challenger Chat. Hasn't actually turned up yet.
No, they will.
I wonder whether they'll be here for to support their boy. Might be a little bit early, might be a little bit late. You never know. Carfe's been having a better performance though over the last few weeks. I've been experiencing. I actually thought that Carfe kind of came out of the gate strong and then had some real stinkers and then has been on the up again. Yeah, where's the Kips? Where is he?
Our casters are slowly becoming Siri for the chat. No, we are an AI. We have been over this countless times. Come on,
Siri's
chat.
not an AI.
I mean, isn't she kind of? Very basic, but
yeah, not a great A. That's not really like AI.
So we could have a spirited philosophical discussion about whether she constitutes AI. Maybe it's like a targeted AI, like a simple one. Not true AI, obviously.
I mean, it's more like an interface, isn't it?
Kind of, but you can argue that an AI is an interface as well, particularly when it comes to when they learn by machine learning, right?
But an interface isn't an intelligence. An interface is an interface.
Well, but they still have to be able to make sense of what you're saying to them. They still have to take input.
Yeah, but taking input doesn't make you intelligent.
That's fair.
Like a calculator. Are you calling a calculator AI?
No, but I am definitely calling a calculator intelligent in a specific way.
No, it's not. Well, I guess we need to define intelligence.
This is a great conversation, though. I'd love to get back to this.
I mean, I don't know whether it necessarily
I feel like we should.
This is going to be the this is our key position matchup here. Smash and Carpe going up against one another. The Xayah actually kind of an exciting one, as both of these players are undefeated on the pick. We've seen Xayah sort of cross the board, start creeping up as far as that priority is concerned. I'm excited to see whether it's going to continue
on
there.
this patch.
It did indeed.
Actually got a little bit of a slap on the blade collar.
Oh, so before we get into this,
yes,
Very much looking forward to seeing the Fizz priority go through the roof.
No. LeBlanc, though.
No, I think that the Fizz buffs are like... LeBlanc, meh. No one really cares about LeBlanc. But Fizz buffs, baby, that's what we're talking about.
No, not buying it. AI is currently classified between hard and soft. Yeah, that's what I'd figure as well. Where Siri is like a very limited AI, whereas ChatGPT, for example, would be, you know, that'd be a more traditional. They actually banned LeBlanc.
They did.
Wow.
That is called quid spect.
Yuumi is banned. So,
yep,
there will be no Yuumi. There's a global ban. It was a substantial enough rework that, what was the, you have a mid-scope update and you have a rework.
Yeah, I think Yuumi is actually going to be permanently banned for the rest of time in competitive play.
I would love that.
We're just never going to see that champion ever again. She is going to be removed from tournament realms across the board.
Don't give the people hope.
No, that's what's happening. She's going to be only for those that want to troll in solo queue by sitting on a player and then going off and having dinner. That is how it's going to go.
So
I've decided. This is my decree. I have said this.
Do you have the power to make this statement?
Absolutely not. I have zero power whatsoever. However, if I did, that's what I promised.
That's what you would do.
So vote for me as president of League of Legends.
Well, maybe we should have, you know, League of Legends elections. As Annie got picked up, we didn't talk about it because Annie has been permabanned for a very good reason.
Yeah, was she nerfed a little on this patch?
No.
Right.
No, I don't think she was.
That seems like an error.
Yeah, Ash was. Ash was hit, which is nice.
Yep.
But Annie, not so much. Seraph did get hit, though. But they also buffed Cosmic Drive, so maybe Annie loves that? I don't know. We'll see. I hope we see some Cosmic Driving today.
Yeah.
I do think...
that's a massive amount of extra AP.
No, it's insane. Yeah. The item is way better. You know, losing the health hurts, but... like the movement speed and the AP you get, and that's 25 extra AP, and then consider the passive, right?
Yeah.
Like, it is crazy good.
Kind of hectic. Varus going to be locked away here, as Xayah Rakan will be opted in for here by Gen.G, ignoring these Xayah nerfs. They don't care about it. Cafe has been picking up wins all over the place. And she is going to have a very rough time in lane. There should be a Karma ban and like things like this to avoid getting shoved in perpetually. Smash might also go towards the on-hit Varus with a melee support as well. Could be an opportunity. You kind of like picking Leona into Rakan a lot of the time, but we'll see how it is actually going to shake out.
Karma ban. Nice, Gen.G.
Woo!
You still gave over Annie, so I'm still not feeling too hot about your chances, but...
I mean, yeah, they've made the cardinal sin already, but we may as well just go through the motions for the rest of the draft.
As well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to see Ruble? Embriage wants to see Ruble. Who do you think Ruble is?
I'm going to say Rebel on KT.
Ah,
Who
yeah.
is not playing today.
No.
We don't have KT.
KT's...
Rumble!
Oh, Rumble!
He did get buffed, actually. Oh, I forgot to ask Hooney. So, I was on the desk with Hooney. I was like, Hooney was saying how he would win the Rumble versus our matchup, and I really wanted to ask him, like, how does he think the matchup goes? Because that, to me, sounds kind of cool.
No, he said it completely destroys.
Yeah, he would. Yeah, but I wanted to hear why.
Because Rumble's always beaten.
Yeah, but I feel like if you know, if you're like Xayah Sudnar, I feel like you can find a way. No, I kind of would love to see.
Well, we'll see whether maybe there could be some barbecued crocodile this game. You never know.
Hey, Kiana got buffed. Oh, we haven't talked about this yet, but I love that.
I mean, this is seen as the... I mean, it's always been the thing into Rakan, right? You just pick Renata as, and then he can't play the game. So we're going to see this yet again. Varus Renata, a very scary lane in general. My favorite was Defton Kellen yesterday with the Draven Renata, but... this is still just as disgusting, and I think T1 have, like, absolutely murdered this draft. It's just not even close.
GP did get hit, so I wouldn't mind K'Sante here. We started to appreciate K'Sante a lot more. I think his place in drafts is also a lot more fair, where we're like, it's just a great second round pickup.
He doesn't like solo kill anyone at level 6 every time.
Well, or even like it was usually like a one solo kill at level 3-4, and then one solo kill at level 6.
Yeah, and do you know what? Casante's not going to die this game.
That's okay. Yeah, that's
Oh,
not.
no,
40.
maybe he will. Okay.
That's not 40. Good.
He has a chance of potentially
Good.
doing it as, oh my god, double Tibbers? What does it mean? Tibbers kind of feels way worse
Tibbers
when
is
you're
not
Casante,
good
though.
when you mean Silas?
Sorry, Silas.
Yeah, because you can't stun people with it.
No.
That way, which is like the point.
Yeah.
Why no Chovy Faker? They are on Chovy's alpaca farm.
Camel farm.
Camel farm. Oh my god, man.
Man.
Sorry.
Can you just, like, we have the notes of where they are. Like, just make sure you check in.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't want to study.
It's the most
where
common
all
question that we
I don't
get.
want to study where all our players are all of the time. Okay, that they're traveling forward between Tasmania and New Zealand. Like I can't keep up with it.
Well, I mean, it was on the document at the beginning of the day.
You know, asking for draft highlights. So, okay, then we need to explain this because this is really, really funny.
Okay, we're going to have gold for Annie, gold for Renata, and we're going to have red for the Gen.G draft, apart from Renata.
So, the reason why this is funny is because we, Yundo is one of our producers / observers for the desk. And
the space.
The space, thank you very much. And whenever we communicate, it's like, you know, what do we want to highlight in draft? Which highlights do we want to get? And Yundo is just always the guy that asks us. Same or Kion, but Yundo is there more days. So, and then we tell him which highlights we want, and then we get them on a great graphic.
Yeah, we do. And so now it's been asking for the highlights, and thanks, Yundo. We now know that everything is in red. I think we
I need you to
I think
respond
it's just the Rakan. The Rakan's in red.
to Joshi.
Joshi? What's
For a
Joshi say? Let me guess. Carrier has a banana farm in North Queensland. Please confirm. Yeah, he does. No, he does. He does. Wow. Joshi, have you been? I hear he makes a mean banana.
He makes a mean banana?
Yeah, banana
Not
split.
fried banana?
No, banana split. He's a banana split enthusiast. Oh, it is. Yeah, let's do it. Doo-doo-doo's at the ready. Let's go. Oh,
Perfect, as always.
too smooth.
You know, it took me and Valdez a bunch of tries to get synced up.
Yeah, me and Wolf like almost couldn't do it half the time.
No.
It was a bit of a disaster.
But
But we did nail it a few times. Actually, recently we did manage to get it sorted.
Nice.
Low-key Morgan owns a potato farm on the moon, and he streams it sometimes. Oh, call this battery. Thank you.
That makes sense. Which champion in this game do you think gives the best business handshake? Obviously, Corporate Mundo.
The best, yeah, Corporate Mundo.
Yeah, Corporate Mundo.
That's a pretty obvious one.
Yeah. I don't know why you even have to
Although,
ask.
I'd imagine that Renata would also be pretty good at it.
Ooh. Okay, but hear me out, hear me out. Because of Mundo's passives, Renata actually can't handshake Mundo, which makes him the best handshaker.
But he can't handshake her.
Well, no, he can, because he's Corporate Mundo. But she can't handshake him because of his passive. She tries to handshake him, he doesn't get CC'd, because he's CC immune. Yeah.
No, they can still handshake. He just doesn't get CC'd from the handshake.
I feel like with Renata, that's the point. You know, with Mundo, it's just because he's a baller. Because that's just what he does.
Well, like, then I guess if that's going to be your reasoning, then Mundo can't handshake anyone because he doesn't have an ability called handshake.
Who do you feel as the best handshake?
Renata.
Stick with Mundo.
It's not even for the fact that she has an ability that's called handshake. It's because she's like a mob boss, and I reckon she'd be like making deals, and her handshake would mean a lot.
It would be
Because they wouldn't do like legally binding
So-
things. It would like a lot of things would be about handshakes and shady under the table deals.
It would mean a lot. I do agree with that, and I do think Renata, as a business person, is a lot more threatening, but in a
Okay.
very different way.
Okay, actually, I take it all back. It's Vel'Koz.
What?
Just more hands. It's just more.
It's just more hands.
Yeah. I think that's just. I think it's obvious, to be perfectly honest. Yeah,
Who are
Vel'Koz
the
is just the
casters?
obvious
We
one.
are in AI. We are the AI versions of Chronicler and Atlas, and
I'm
we are
not.
here. You're what? You're real?
Yeah.
Wait, you've been lying about?
Yeah, the whole time. That's the twist. This is the last
What
day.
do you
the big
mean?
reveal has happened. I'm actually a human.
But I'm not.
Get wrecked, everyone. I've been here the whole time on purpose.
But to what end?
For fun?
What? You're just sitting in a room talking to yourself.
Yeah.
But why?
I mean,
what's the point?
I'm obviously self-centered enough for that to be a really great day for me, right?
True.
Like, come on, you know this.
Wait, were you the one who created me?
Yeah. You were designed.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay, Flyers.
I need a moment.
I don't know what's going on here.
My life is a lie.
The cast is watch enthusiasts. Atlas seems like a Seiko kind of guy. I do like watches, but I'm not like a top-end brand watch guy, if that makes sense. My mom bought me a beautiful Fossil watch, and I really, really love it. As Dal is going to die. He's real dead. Winner is going to take the kill as the Sejuani. Sejuani Renekton, very difficult for anyone to deal with, but Dal was so far out of position, it could have been Teemo, and he would have been dead. He would have been.
Yeah. I don't know what the least threatening combination of champions that you can imagine is, but he probably would have been.
Chronic Clay Eye.
Yep, that's me.
That's a fun name.
Who's the best player in CL right now? There's a couple of no, it's not Forest. There's a couple of answers. Feisty has been really good.
I think it's still Lucid, isn't it?
Well, yeah, that was what I was going to lead up to. I think it's still Lucid. I think Lucid is individually the best player in the league.
Buckets and Gloves, Thanatos. I kind of agree. Sponge, kind of true.
Sponge really?
Kinda true.
He has been gaming, man.
Yeah.
Because Sponge has been kind of at the center of the tear that the RX have been on
Vincenzo?
recently. No.
Because his name is so good.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Oh, Rooster for the hair.
Look at the timing. Oh, goal. Yeah, not a lot to say about that one.
Yeah. Just
Hype's
just
good.
A guy.
Rod of Ages, no, it's only if you go top. You can't go jungle Rod of Ages. Don't have the resources. Doesn't really work. And also
you can build a catalyst if you want to.
Well, yeah, but so
but
one
you actually can't.
No, I mean you can, but the problem is that catalyst. One of the big values of it is that it provides you with sustain and mana in lane.
Yeah.
And then you are a jungler, so you have sustain and mana built into your jungle items. So there isn't really a point. It doesn't really get you anything. What about never finish an item such? I don't want to be reminded of that. How about Hype? Yeah, perfectly fine choice as well. Thanatos, Hype, Lure, Lucid, all valid options. Is
Bay might just be dead. The Ignite is ticking down, and there is Tibbers. Tibbers everywhere. Look at how many Tibbers there are. It's Tibbers all over the place. As Forest is going to have to get away from Carpe here, as Winner is stealing away his jungle. Flash Handshake, not going to find anything there from bot, but still, they secure themselves the Drake. Not able to get any kills just yet. Bay falling down isn't super good. However, a dragon. Kind of good.
Yeah, there was a lot happening there. I don't know how Gen.G thought that they could make a play on mid and also get gank bot and then take dragon away. That's not a thing. But worked out fine. Oh no, Forest is spotted. This 3v3 can be very tough.
Winner is pretty low. The Q is going to miss. Grand Entrance gets double value. You love to see it. Also bot. Tanking the turret, which is not super good news. Piercing Arrow is going to make sure that Gen.G continuing to have a very rough time being completely outranged underneath this turret. It's kind of what we expected here from this bottom lane. But still, Carpe is kind of farming really well.
Yeah, he's fine. Yeah, you outscale this lane pretty hard. Smash did go for the lethal tempo, so this will be on hit Varus. But we all know how much Zyra Rakan can do in the later stage of the game. Now, there are some mitigating factors. There is Renata, most notably, who into any short-range composition is very strong. And if we look at Gen.G,
there is everyone's melee, basically.
Yeah, when your Xayah is like the highest range character, then you know that things are not good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Certainly not the greatest of situations. However, what is good is that Gen.G's picked up the first couple of kills because snowballing this game and getting to a point where they can just 1-3-1 for the win, that is definitely going to be an avenue of success.
That's a great plan. Not the only plan, but a plan that works very well. Is
did Zest just take that and just get away?
I'm not sure. I didn't check the CS numbers. I should have.
Did Forest just get out-forested?
Well, that does happen. Wouldn't be a first. I think you let this one go.
That Q also just missing. An odd situation. Glacial Prison is going to come out here as Dal just going to go all out. Should just be an Arctic Assault and a dash over the wall. And yep, not too much of an issue here. Bay not going to be able to find any stuns. And T1 just given no joy this game.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised because that was actually a good macro call from Gen.G. And that's not really where they've excelled. They're like, oh, yeah, you have 5 people earlier than we, so we're not going to fight. That in of itself in Challengers is a revolutionary decision.
Yeah.
They don't do that very often. Not fight? That's not what they're about.
Also, Gen.G able to have their Xayah stay in lane and not lose out on plates on the bottom side of the map as well. So
yeah,
kind of just cake and eat it too.
Carfe did move over to mid and then walked bot, so he didn't really get a lead, but he also didn't fall behind. So I think he'll take it as I go for a diver. This is Cassante with flash.
Yep, and there's no Glacial Prison, but they're still going to go for it. He does flash as the slice and the dice going to be used very aggressively, and Winner was the one that was tanking this one up. Smash going to see what he can do onto Carfe here, but not able to get into auto range as Bot moving over. Losper going to be discovered as well. Handshake going to just be used to throw the Rakan around momentarily.
Yeah, trying to dive Xayah Rakan when they have their ultimates is like, it's really hard. And Bout doesn't have his yet, so I don't think there's an angle here at all. If Bout is 6, I think you can do like a slow dive, right, where you force out ultimates using your Renata ult and then try and play afterwards, but doesn't look like that's going to be the case. And Gen.G just winning the trade. Yeah, they give up some plates here, but they're not zoning Carfe off of the wave right now. He's able to just stay in lane, farm it up. They got a big spike on the top side. Zest now does have his gold drink available, and I'm kind of liking the Gen.G play here.
Gen.G Global Academy are surprising me a large amount in this game, as Bot is in a bit of trouble here. Carpe also though has to respect Smash. And Smash, he's got the early Berserker's Greaves, moving towards his shield boat relatively quickly, but misses the hail of arrows there, as we can see. But man, Gen.G just have a lot of control in this game. It's a huge lead for Zest. That's absolutely fantastic news. Being able to collect a couple of plates, as well as 10 CS in the lead, and a kill and assist is going to be happy times for the Renekton, as we can see. About 1,100 gold in the lead. 600 for Winner as well. He's looking to try and augment that with a potential kill onto Bay here. Forest going to be able to make it a 2 versus 2 as he's standing out of vision for now. It looks like both junglers just going to back away, keep their locations a secret. I take that back. Winner's coming in. Will the abscond come in or will not?
So down to member, be respectful here, and Renata does have her ultimate available this time around. So nothing's going to happen.
Well, the hijack's going to come forward, and that is a very nice ultimate that he's picked up, as you're exactly right. Zest going to move towards that mid lane as Rift Herald going to come down, see how many plates they can gather, and for who, as there it is. Winner collects some money. I think Zest might have got a little bit there as well, as Forest takes some chickens. And it's the dragon that we're going to focus on. Chemtech and Ocean could be a cloud for the trio of least impactful dragons, but not entirely sure whether that is going to happen.
Time will tell.
Yeah.
Hoping for Gen.G that it is a bit more of a quality one. Might have a 5v5 here, Atlas.
Yeah, it is going to be secured there by Forest. His hostile takeover is massive, but now it's worn off. Zest down, dashing forward. The bailout is decent, but Dal is still going to be taken down. And Forest has to flash Quid. Looking for that flank angle is now Smash. Is he going to be all right as the chains pull Quid away from the battle completely? And Heroic Entrance is going to be there. It's not Heroic Entrance, that's Galio. That was the Grand Entrance, the one that Rakan has. Both of them entering. Galio not so much because he's not in this game.
If you want to call Lost by Heroic, I'm on board with it because that was a sick team fight from the Rakan there. Crucially, Quid with the retaliatory... I can't believe I got that right in the first try. I just have to pat myself back for that one. Retaliatory, what's the Renata ultimate? Oh.
Hostile takeover?
Hostile takeover, there you go. Because while Bouts was able to set up the fight, what looked like really nicely initially, due to the buffer, no team actually benefited at all. And if you're playing a straight up front to back, you're not winning, and look at Lost by here. Like, able to taunt, then hit 2 people with the grand entrance, and then taunt another person. So at that point, the fight's already won. This funny chain from Quid doesn't really change the outcome of the fight at all.
It was a chain buy. Like a drive-by, but with a chain.
Nice. He was just styling on him. He was making him feel safe so that when he died, it hurt more.
False sense of security, yeah. Something like that. Gen.G just trashing the top side of the map here as far as money is concerned. Fantastic stuff.
Unsure if this was the first cast of the night, but given how on topic the cast is so far, I know it needs to be. That's a challenge of that's a challenge of yours right there.
Yeah, you've nailed it. Also, I really like Def4691's comment. Correctly pronounces it, pauses to congratulate self, and then incorrectly pronounces it immediately afterwards.
Very accurate. Yeah,
I like it a lot.
Could have just kept going.
No,
I had to pat myself on the back.
Yeah.
That's what you get for being, I want to say, prideful.
Wait, we don't have any farming jungle, or is this 13.1E? I think this is 17.12.
No, we are currently on 20. What was it? 2025. So that will be
about
what, like season 15. Season 15, yeah.
No, we're skipping them. We're like it's like a Samsung phone.
Oh.
Where the numbers actually don't make any sense at all.
So we're on season 20.
Yeah.
25.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Isn't it weird? Like,
Let's fight
again. I have an S10.
Yeah, I don't
but
know.
that wasn't 13 years ago, so why are we up to S23, dude? Makes no sense.
Maybe like the
Hostile takeover is not going to take over anyone other than Quid, other than Winner, sorry.
Lospa with that permafrost free stacks.
Heck yeah. As Glacial Prison does come down. Really nice work there from Lospa, but immediately he's kicked out. And Forest
Crocodile
is okay. He's at least going to live. Don't know whether that was the greatest move, though, as Flash has to... Smash has to flash. Oh, God.
I got to you, Atlas.
Yeah. Speaking is not my job, by the way, guys. So it makes sense that I'm not able to actually say things properly.
Yeah.
As Quid just using his chains to create crosses on the ground, which is kind of cool. They do manage to take down this turret, though, as Bay moltenly shields himself and is going to be able to walk out of the grand entrance. Dal splitting on this top side. He's done with his team. Doesn't want anything to do with that. He's going to try and take this turret if he can.
T1 still haven't gotten a single kill this game.
Yeah.
They got the Drake, which the Drakes are nice, and he is actually Cloud for the trio of, I want to say, underappreciated dragons. Every dragon is valuable, guys.
Yep, you can still get good gear even if you just play PvE. You know?
Yeah, it's kind of ironic that Kips is missing the one game where Quid's actually playing pretty well.
Maybe Kips is actually the problem.
He's the curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, if he comes back, we'll know that it is time for Gen.G to start throwing. I'm actually, like, the thing that surprises me the most about this is that I felt like T1 had such a draft edge. Not necessarily with, like, composition and, like, playstyle and stuff like that. More about their champions were just stronger.
Champion were really, really good. The 2v2 panning out the way does make sense to me in challenges because of how volatile it is, but there's the biggest thing to me is Bay. Because this Annie is, we know how broken this pick is, we know how high of an impact it has, and he has been one of the weaker parts. Like, Dahl individually underperforming, I think, is fine given how young the player is. But this is something that T1 have struggled with in the past. We saw this most notably in 2021, where in spring, they were the best team by far. This was a team with Roach, Mowgli, and Berserker. Just to give you...
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So in spring, they actually were the best team. And then in summer, they went from, with no roster change at all, they went from best team to worst. They went to 10th place. That's when Berserker was picked up by C9. And that's kind of what I'm feeling here as well.
Well, Zest might be dead, guys. Battle Dance does come forward here. Decent quickness value from Losper as now Quid's going to turn up. Perhaps a little bit late. Does Hostile take over as T1 going to back away, but that is their first kill. Congratulations to T1. They managed to take down the Crocodile, creating a handbag at the beginning.
Nicely done.
Very nice. Bay utilizing good Tibbers here, and is going to take Tibbers home, or at least to the bottom lane.
Kill going over to Dahl is somewhat unfortunate, I would argue. Do you think that you'd much rather have it go to one of your actual carries, be that Smash, Bay, or Forest? I don't think Smash was involved there. I think he was on the other part of the map. Teleport towards the bottom side by Bay, going to be picking them up a turret, and T1 is finding a way back into this game. As here we see, yeah, it's 4 people. If it was 3 people, this teleport comes in, you have the Rakan, you might be able to get something going, but Lospa is a second late, not necessarily his fault, but if he's there like a second earlier, then maybe you can get like another Q off, you can get some Gore Drinker value. Wasn't going to be enough, and they would, even if that happened, be 3 versus 4. So nicely done by T1. Mistake by Gen.G as well to invest a teleport there, and with the Cloud Dragon in particular, it really is going to all come down to how well do these teams fight. So we don't really know what's going to happen. But there is a Xayah in the game that isn't behind. So generally, I do like that. But there's also Annie.
Do you know what's really cool? I didn't realize that Hostile Takeover also hit Tibbers. And so now the Hostile Takeovers on both sides of the Rift can hit 6 people.
Well, that's kind of tough, no? Because, well, you mean in general, not in the same fight.
Well, I mean, it could theoretically be in the same fight, but it'd have to be after Quid's level 16.
Yeah.
But yeah,
even then it'd be hard.
Bort's one could hit 6 people.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
Technically.
Although Tibbers isn't a person, right?
Yeah, he is.
He's a bat. Although I guess we call Renekton a person for the
I don't know
league as well.
I don't know what person necessarily means.
Yeah, you're right.
To you right here. Because I'm pretty sure Sejuani is 2 people. Because Bristle is there as well.
Yeah, well, that's a living entity. I wouldn't call Bristle a person.
What about Vel'Koz? Person?
Why? Okay, Atlas, we need to talk about this. Why do you always go back to... What place holds Vel'Koz?
All right, what about Rek'Sai? Person?
No, scary Void Demon Queen. Well, she's not a demon, but, you know, the Void's kind of...
I think you've been exposed. I think every champion is a person. Huh. And due to the fact that Hostile Takeover is going to affect Tibbers, I'd say Tibbers is a person too.
Okay, but then that makes Bristle not a person.
No, Bristle's also a person. Because is it Sejuani or is it Bristle?
It's Sejuani. That's why when
is it Nunu or is it Willump?
Okay, do you mean when they get Hostile Takeover?
Yeah.
Because the auto attack animation, it would be...
The flail?
Yeah. So in that case, it'd be Sejuani.
But if it's like... If Sejuani uses Arctic Assault, that's Bristle though.
True, but we're only talking about the autoing.
Yeah, true.
So that's actually... So why does Hostile Takeover work on Renekton but not on Bristle?
Very, very good question.
And this is and it question. Also it does work on Tibbers.
Yeah.
As we have seen.
Uh-huh.
So what does that mean
does
for
it work
free
on
will?
The Maiden? Yorick's Maiden?
I don't know.
Oh man. There's so many questions.
As an AI, I need to get to the bottom of this.
We need to get that inputted into your mainframe so that you can call for that one again. As I'm kind of sad that I said Rek'Sai, because now all I can think about was that Reddit thread that guy made about Rek'Sai the other day. Oh, which kind of broke my brain. Wait, why does Blitzcrank drop a soul? Oh, true.
Because Blitzcrank has gone from just being a machine
Sejuani
to a...
drop 2?
No, she doesn't.
Does Nunu drop 2?
Nunu, I feel like Riot would make him drop 2.
I feel like Sejuani should drop 2.
Does that mean Mias are people? Well, we don't know if they're people, but they definitely have souls. Do Mias don't get hit by Hostile Takeover, do they?
Don't think so.
Don't think so.
I don't actually know.
Nunu does, Sedge doesn't.
Hostile Takeover affects
sense.
Sedge and Bristle, just blindly listens to... so Bristle is not going to attack Sejuani because they are too linked in their minds?
Varus should drop 2 souls. Kayn should drop 2 souls. Although not post-transformation.
Does Varus drop 3 souls?
Or no, he should drop 2 because he's like...
He's 2 dudes, right?
Yeah, he is.
And then Kayn is in the new lore. Like, Varus's lore got updated too many times and it's very confusing. All right, Losper is going to look for a bit of a flank angle. Let's see how he goes here. Standing outside of vision now as Forrest is going to move on over. Losper still biding his time. Troll Ward goes in there. Losper could be in a little bit of trouble as hostile takeover is going to be a little bit late there. So we do manage to take the next Cloud Drake. The Renekton going to go down though. Is now Dal bouncing around the fight. Oh, awkward flash there from Winner. That is not a winner's flash. That is a loser's flash, unfortunately. And they're not going to be able to do it. But secured the Drake, so I guess there is that. And now T1 are just marching towards Baron here at 23 minutes in the game.
And they might very well get it. Disjointed fight there from Gen.G, not really able to keep it together. Not able to get a big power spike as Carfe. Just sitting on a couple of components and a crit cloak. I don't think they can fight here. Everyone is still alive here for T1.
Look at this look at this Tibbers. Tibbers just being annoying to Gen.G here.
Oh wait, if Quid can take out Forest of the Pit.
Oh. No, not going to be able to do so. Does find some chains into the backline though, and does get that all out onto Smash. But Quid gonna have to go golden immediately. Losper isn't helping him too much here as Zest dives forward. Dal probably gonna go down as Smash is trying to fight this one out, and he does manage to do enough damage for them to be able to take down the Xayah. Quid should be falling now as well as Forrest is trying to be a monster in this fight, but the Blast Cone just ruins T1's day completely. And they'll have to look for a little bit of a back angle. Losing two, but being able to get the Baron is definitely good news. 85 damage for Winner.
Yeah, he really got 100-0 there.
He did.
He didn't do a whole lot. But this fight actually quite nicely done. It's very chaotic in true Challengers fashion. So we have two fights going on. One is Quid. Quid goes in and then draws a lot of attention. And then, oh, Carfe. Yeah, that ult was not it. If he holds that ultimate, I think they can, like, him going over here actually works out, right? He doesn't have to go down. I think Forrest actually does die. And then the fact that Quid survives here is very funny to me.
Yeah.
Somehow. Thank you, Blast Cone.
Yep, kind of absurd, but that was probably the best value Blast Cone for Gen.G ever.
Yeah. Right now, that Baron buff is it's a 300 gold Baron power play.
Ooh,
so
power.
with all the gold that went over, it's not really gold positive for them. And it doesn't really change the current state of the map. Now, they'll probably get like a turret or two, but with so much tempo already taken out, I don't know how much T1 is actually going to get from this, which means that the game state remains pretty close.
500 gold. I'm just going to keep watching this Baron power play because this siege isn't exactly fantastic. The wave clear kind of working out here for Gen.G so far as Dal searches for a dash into third queue. And the siege minion is going to go down. T1 still with a bit of time on this Baron, but we're sieging in and out of turret somewhat unsuccessfully, which is, I'm going to put that one in the cons column. Nice little queue, but Winner is very tanky right now. They're going to just clear more waves over and over again.
Just K-ramming.
Yeah.
That's all we're doing.
I think T1's kind of winning due to this Baron buff. As Chains of Corruption do go wide. I believe that was the one picked up by Quid, though, as Losper does get a knock-up.
Poke is much better for T1, though, as we can see here.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, and Gen.G might have to abandon one turret. They're going to lose one turret to Baron.
Yeah, and that's going to mean about 1,000 gold Baron power play. Should be two here, because without Quid, I don't know whether they can defend.
The Carfe doesn't have his item yet, so they can't really hold on. So it's a 1,300 gold Baron power play, because we ignored the side lanes for some reason.
Hey casters, do you hope that Quid gets put into the main LCK soon so that you can cast Clid and Quid at the same time? No.
There's only one player I desperately want to make LCK for his name, and that's Sponge.
Yeah, 100%. And Plan B.
Yeah.
I love Plan B. That name is so good. And Vincenzo. Vincenzo's amazing as well. But
Vincenzo,
Plan B, man.
Just he sounds like he's the main character in the JoJo episode, which I love. That's my reason.
Plan A is Plan B, Mr. Sheikah.
Yeah.
Dungru to the main roster, Pog. Well, we'll have to see whether she makes it to the challenger roster first.
When will we get Bob? Yeah, Sponge and Bob on one team would make me very happy. I don't know if there's a player called Bob yet, but I would give a lot for Satop or
Random Italian player in the LCK.
What if Claire just renamed himself to Bob? And they're Bob Sponge and everyone goes insane.
I kind of like Clear.
No, Claire's an amazing name.
But
I think SaTap you can change to Bob.
Isn't Ragnarok Italian, the StarCraft player? He's probably been to Korea. He was probably the only Italian here in Korea. Let's see whether this fight's going to work out here for T1. Kick onto Lospa there was an interesting choice. His hostile takeover is going to buy a bit of time, but Smash gets singled out. Great Tibbers defensively used, and now Smash is free hitting in the fight. My God, it looked so good for a moment, but it is going to be all turning on its head as Forest is going to help lock one down. Quid's going to fall, and Zest now slice and dice and trying to get the work done, but he's still going to fall. And Winner, no damage, no opportunity, and does have to Octoclear assault himself out of this. Smash died, but it's still going to mean T1 have control over this Drake.
What a slugfest, and it's unfortunately, again, Carfe not being able to output the damage that you need to with this Zion. You desperately need the consistent damage. Look at how low those health bars got.
Yeah.
And I want to pay attention here. It's a great job from Forrest as well.
Look at Lospa's engage, and then Bay's immediate note.
And then Carfe here gets sacked with the Q. That's why he dies immediately. And Forrest basically single-handedly kills the enemy AD. And then imagine if there is a Zion. Like, look at these health bars.
Yeah.
So without the AD, with the AD going down first, you're going to die. And it's partially Lospa's or Carfe's fault for not positioning well. And again, using his ultimate, I think, very early on. But also, the rest of his team needs to peel for him. Like, why is Forrest allowed to just get into the backline for free? And with this, we might be pivoting towards a turning point. Atlas, it might approach.
What a gold graph that we're seeing right here. It's just a smile, isn't it? Just a bit of a smile, the old Gen.G smile.
Oh, thank you, Newt. It's very friendly.
I have been drinking and wanted to say how much I love you. We love you as well.
It's adorable.
I hope you've had a nice beverage. As T1, they do manage to get themselves a Rift Scuttler. Looking for this T1 Baron again.
With an angle.
Zest with a turret.
Well, it's not his turret.
I mean, it is now.
Well, it will be.
There it is. Belongs to the Crocodile. They'll spend some time in the sky.
I know about this one, T1. I'm not feeling too hot about this.
They're just getting themselves a teleport, obviously. Go for the turn. Hey, Chains of Corruption are going to connect there. As hostile takeover going to have to be used. Not exactly optimally. The bailout is okay, but Smash is still going to be dead. And now Carfe's actually doing damage. Double kill comes forward. Carfe, oh my God.
Baron!
What the heck? Did the Baron just get involved? Did Forest once again manage to save this game? Well, I don't think so, because it's only Renato left alive. Gen.G should be able to grab a Baron, and I think that smile is going back down again. Chronicler.
Turn that smile upside down into a frown, Atlas.
Oh,
T1.
No. Turn the frown the same way.
Yeah, turn the frown back
turn the frown
back
at
to
all.
a frown.
Yeah.
Keep it there, right there. And man, Zest has been gaming so hard. Quid starts with this fight very nicely. And then, crucially, Lospa again makes his way into this backline. For the second time, then Zest is like, this is my moment. And watch what happens. Why is Baron aggroed? Why is Baron aggroed? Baron confirmed Gen.G hater.
Absolutely a Gen.G hater. I don't know. I guess we kind of knew. Like, Score is the head coach for Gen.G's main roster, and you know Baron always hated him as well. So I guess it just keeps going. Used to be KT, and now it's Gen.G.
Well, no, Elder hates Gen.G. You were there. You were there yesterday, Atlas.
But Baron hates Score. So that yeah,
works.
Elder is a different one completely. Yeah.
Baron saw what Peanut did yesterday has changed.
The Gen.G incident aware, indeed. Very much.
So,
an incident.
do you vote for Lospa for Zest?
I'm not entirely sure.
It's tough, right?
I'm voting for Forest.
T1's still going to win this?
What do you mean, of course? It's T1.
Yeah,
They're the best team. I know they've got a few subs today, but I think they've still got this.
You vote for Quidcast to stop trolling. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true.
Nah, I'm a lost per voter.
I'm a lost per voter as well, I think. Lost per voter. You're a good crocodile.
Big time lost per voter. If they win. If they win.
Is Faker benched? Yes.
Oh,
clearly.
Chains of Corruption might kill down.
Faker is not playing in Challengers,
Yep,
so
Faker's
the
benched.
only conclusion is that he is benched.
Well, why would you pick Faker if you've got Bay? I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe you like what's the Marvin Gaye song? Is it Sitting on the Dock of the Bay? Is that Marvin?
They're not a ducker. Yeah.
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 Well, that's why.
That's a great song.
It's a wonderful song.
That's definitely that's a goodie. My parents would be
It's Otis
fans of that
Redding.
one.
Thank you. Thank you,
Alright.
Chad. I apologize. Oh man, I do love Otis Redding. Why didn't I think of that?
All right, well, T1 going to deal with the dregs of their base. It is now 2 inhibitors down. Gen.G looking to move on over and grab themselves a 3rd Cloud Drake. Oh, maximum clouds? Could it be a better day? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Do you reach out when you cast the LCK? No.
No, because then we have a very different approach.
Yeah.
When-
Also, there's generally more viewers, so it's harder to actually have a conversation in chat during the LCK anyway.
And
regardless.
it wouldn't really work, I think.
No,
LCK,
I mean, it's just better to have a different vibe, right?
yeah. But for challengers, we pride ourselves
Yeah.
on
If we were having a chat in like the LCK chat, it would just be
my
like Chovy CS,
God,
and that's all that
winner,
anyone would
you
ever say.
gamer.
Redeeming himself.
That's dope.
Man,
That's
he's
actually it's actually really good.
Redemption.
Yeah, so
warm-ups? My God.
yeah, so hear me out. Redemption actually gives the extra healing power as well. So like the amount of healing you're going to be doing
Yeah,
with
no,
Raiden Virtue and Redemption
Sejuani
is
actually just a heal bot now.
yeah.
Straight up, that's kind of crazy. Do they have a lot of heal tonight? They have a Merlinomicon on an Annie. That's it.
Yeah.
That's. I guess there's a Thornmail there as well, but I don't think that matters too much. Kind of cool. So I don't know whether Annie is going to be able to provide enough AoE.
No, I don't think Bay is really in that in a state to do that. He is Flame
Oh,
Horizon.
get in there, Forest! Get in there,
Get him.
Forest! Get him! Kick him! Kick him, Forest! It is 4 items on Smash. 3.5 on Carpe. Is a little bit more expensive, I can say. But these minions are really going to start patrolling forward here. Gen.G at 36 minutes
They're rolling
into
in.
this game. Going to see what they can do. Without closing this one out.
Chronicle, you say in there like swimwear? Definitely was not me. That is 100% Atlas original.
What? I didn't say
In there like
swimwear.
swimwear.
No, that's not that. That's not me.
Is that like, is it Veldas?
That's a yeah. Valdez likes that one. I
Not
think
me.
I've said it, but I was copying.
You were
Almost
copying
guaranteed.
Veldas? Not me, for sure. I know that. That's not a... If it's kind of weird and a little bit vague, then it's probably me.
What?
Any statement, really.
Ah,
Yeah.
like the Dock of the Bay.
It's still a great Otis Redding song. I mean, yeah.
I don't even know who
I really
Otis
like
Redding is. Was it
referential
like kind of like a one-hit wonder, that song, or no?
No, Otis Redding has a ton of really influential. You know the... There's, yeah, no, he's been sampled a lot. It's like
What are his
really
other ones?
well-known... I'm blanking on this.
Yeah, see, maybe
No,
it's
but
one-hit
there,
wonder.
no, there's more.
Okay.
Easily, there's I actually can't think of it right now.
One-hit wonder.
No, I'm certain he isn't.
Okay. You can remember
I'm gonna
one
keep
hit.
racking my brain. Well, yeah.
That's what a one-hit wonder
doesn't
is.
make him a one-hit wonder.
That's what a one-hit wonder is.
He's not a one-hit wonder.
Do you know who my favorite one-hit wonder artist is?
What, Queen?
No. It's Rick Astley.
But that is a one-hit wonder. That's not the same as Otis Redding. You're not going to say...
No.
You're not going to put Rick Astley and Otis Redding
So
on
Rick
the same...
Astley isn't actually, it's not a one-hit wonder. He just wrote the same song loads of times, so you think that it's all the one song. But actually all of his songs sound the same. I know, it's crazy. Glacial Prison is going to come down. We're going to answer with the Chain of Corruption as it's a decent hostile takeover to come forward there as Wasper trying to get the work done. Del dashing around the fight as finally we've pressed some big old buttons and Quid is going to go golden, but look at the damage that is raining through T1. 2 kills very early on, and they only have to sacrifice Forest because Carfe was unable to get the autos, and there's the dashes forward. The Xayah is eliminated, and is that the Quadra? No, it's not, but it is the ace. And T1 are going to win this game. And like I said before, Chronicler,
someone needs to go
Forest
back.
POG.
Someone needs to go back.
No, it's not about that.
I mean, look at their base.
Yeah. You can sacrifice a Nexus for a Nexus.
No, the next wave doesn't have supers. They're fine. I was a little worried there for a second.
Sacrifice a Nexus for a Nexus.
Really?
That's an even trade.
And to try and get the tie somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it actually is. You're right. It's maybe it's about POG. Maybe it is just Renata. No, I'm liking Forrester. I'm a Forest enjoyer.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a Forester because he's the one that aggroed the Baron to kill Carfe in that Baron fight. And so T1 going to be able to pick up the victory here in a very weird and wonderful game. Emphasis, I believe, is on the wonderful.
It's challengers, so absolutely. T1 played effectively that entire game with a goal deficit. And I actually want to highlight what goes wrong here. And it's the reason why T1, even in a deficit, were like able to win fights.
Despite their best efforts, T1 did indeed win this game.
Yeah, the main thing is that they're... Like, Forest is keeping 2 people busy, right? Like, there is no Carfe, and then you have, yeah, Quid and Zest and Win are like trying to dunk into multiple people. But splitting up this fight was really well done there. And then Dull closes it out with Flash, make sure that Carfe can't hide back, and the Xayah Rakan angle not quite working out here. You can't be Xayah in a 38-minute game.
It turns out that if you draft way better than your opponent, eventually, even if you do everything that you can to lose, you're just going to win.
I mean,
by
no.
accident.
I think Gen.G should have been able. Like, So hear me out. I think the T1 draft is better. Yeah. But I think with how the game developed, Gen.G 100% should have won.
Oh, yeah, they played way better.
No, but also I think with the draft, when you get to late, the Gen.G draft should be should have an advantage.
Oh, you think no, I don't agree. I think Annie's too strong. And I think Annie plus Renata is crazy value.
Well, the Renata, sure, but like if that is pays on Xayah, this is a Gen.G. That's my take.
I mean, if it's pays in this game, then Gen.G win.
Well, yeah, okay, that's kind of the...
That's
okay.
different.
Well, I think, and it's not necessarily to single out Carfe, but I think the way that a lot of the early to mid-game teamfights played out, Gen.G should have stomped those, and they didn't. And I think that is due to how they play around / how their bot lane play.
Yeah, I just don't want to take away from how Gen.G played this game up until when they lost, because I actually thought that Gen.G, especially their top side, was very
really good,
and Lostfer also had a good performance.
Really
just unfortunately,
yeah,
the Xayah nerfs were just too much. Blade Caller, extra second.
No.
If this was 13.4, then Gen.G would have absolutely won. Would have been completely okay. Forrest going to pick it up, looking intimidating as per usual. There he is. It was
that's a good CC score fully. There we go. That's what we focus on.
705, actually pretty high.
Yeah.
Here in Challenger, of course, our CC score numbers are really insane. But this is particularly impressive.
And he was the carry. A couple of really big mid-game fights that he was able to find. Snowballing, and the only one that really kept his team in the game. Smash had a great final fight. He looks like an anime bad guy.
He does a little bit.
I could see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's funny, because whenever you see him on the player cam, he's always giggling.
Well, and you also, the way that he plays, he looks like he's giggling.
Yeah.
The majority of the time.
He is chaos. Big, yeah, he's La Hensa energy in the jungle.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, am I winning? Am I losing my team the game? You don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You never know. You don't know who he's playing for at any point in time, but he is very, very enjoyable to watch. And do you know what? We get to do it again. So we're going to go to a game number 2 right after the break. We'll see you there.
파괴되었습니다. 빨간 팀의 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Welcome back, everyone, to LCK Challenger Spring 2028. I am Altus. This is Chroniclature.
Not
Chroniclature.
Chronic.
Because he
AI
devises
lore.
the names of things and then puts them in a list of stuff that he's named.
I do like etymology and
chronicling things.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a
He
very
places the
accurate naming.
names of stuff into tomes that we can all reference at a later date. That's what's happening. Chroniclature. There it is. That isn't the proper nomenclature. You cannot say that. J for ow. You're not allowed to do it. We stand chroniclers in this house. Well,
What is an alt atlas?
$5 for a mic stand? That's a cheapo mic stand. My arm is
You
worth
want-
way
you want-
more than $5.
You want a
I'm
quality,
using that right now.
Quality mic stand. You don't want your mic to move.
Whoa, what do you think my arm's worth?
Black market, give or take.
Well, not black, but just like, can you give me an evaluation of how much my arm is worth?
Well, I don't think a lot of people in the market for selling an arm. Okay, so like,
I'm just at least $20. Conical Newt, I reckon I could get more than $20 for my arm.
your arm?
Yeah.
I don't know. I
I
don't
mean,
think
it's
you
a,
get.
it's a
I don't
decent
think,
arm.
I don't think you get that much for arms. I think it's more so the organs.
Do you get the watch with it? Because the watch is like, it's like $100 at least.
I don't
reckon.
think it's a combo deal.
You don't get it? I mean, this ring's worth a shit ton. So
Well, okay, yeah, that's fine, but
do you
that's
have to take everything off and
Yeah.
sell just the arm?
yeah. I mean, you're not getting free bling if you go to a car dealership.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not gonna go and like, hey, I just won this car, but I also won the extra like the good speakers and like seat heating, and they're like, oh yeah, you get it for free.
Laura just told me that the arm's pretty good. What would you pay for it though?
How
What-
much are Falcos's arms worth? No, no,
Google says an arm is worth 125 grand.
that can't be right.
Jeepers, that's. Whoa, I gotta treat my arms better. I gotta treat these arms way better. That's an expensive arm. Whoa! Imagine what a leg costs. I know that if something costs an arm and a leg, it's real expensive. So I guess that would make sense.
Sometimes I'm scared of what Twitch chat knows. You know, like sometimes it scares me. Like, how do you know this Twitch and why?
Well, I mean, they probably just Googled it because they have access to Google. Well, at this point in time,
Well, I have
we
access.
do not.
I have access to Google. I'm an AI. Apparently, did you guys? Were you all here for when Atlas just casually told me that he is not an AI? He's real and he created me.
I didn't say that I created you.
But you did.
No, you've existed here. Well,
You said you were my creator.
I don't remember that.
Okay, don't go and like I had just come to terms with the fact that I was an AI created by you. You can't then
I just can't.
double back.
I just don't want you to
He
call me
did say,
dad.
"Stop gaslighting me, Atlas." Yeah, okay.
We're in the draft.
I can't call because yeah, no, we can't do that. I can't. You.
Do you think
I
black
can-
market organ dealers lie about the prices on the internet as a lowball?
Okay, we're getting way off course. We need to go back to good old-fashioned League of Legends.
Yeah.
I
What
just
about
didn't
Justin
say that.
Elbow?
Chat, don't you? Chat, don't you support him? Don't you join him? Don't enable this man.
Thanks, Veldara, for spreading the truth. I appreciate
Where
you.
is T1? They're here. It's Dull, Forest, Base, Smash, and Bout. That's
Yeah,
always been T1.
This is your favorite T1 roster that you've been seeing all year long.
Yeah.
Dummies.
Oh, look. So, Levy, can you maybe say that in Twitch chat so we can ban you? That'd be great. I would appreciate
no,
that.
I think that they have a point.
That our commentating is trash.
Yeah, I think they have a point. As Gragas and Lee Sin going to be locked away here for T1. A lot of maneuvering of the champions
Well,
is
Gen.G got
available
any
now.
now, so how are you feeling about that one, Atlas?
Oh, I'm feeling like it's pretty good for our chances of maximum gameage.
9 games.
9 games, baby. Is it Annie Zyrakan? Or does Cafe want to play a champion that he might have a little bit more proficiency on.
I like
As
this more.
Varus is going to be locked in. You love to see it.
Where's Faker? They benched him.
Yeah.
It's all Bay. I don't know why he wouldn't pick Bay over Faker, frankly.
Yeah. How many times has Faker won the PCS?
Never.
Exactly. Faker has only ever won in one domestic region. Isn't that it's kind of sad, isn't it?
Yeah, and LCK has only won Worlds, like
Like
most of the times.
Yeah.
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 They both have good hair. Tough for anyone to step to the Atlas hair game, but Chronic played just giving his best boy band wonder. The one day that I'm sure Atlas would agree that my hair was as good as his was when I had his hair.
Yeah, that was the best.
That was my
Yeah.
favorite bit of Worlds.
Yeah,
It was like you, me, and Lyric all with the same haircut.
It was gorgeous.
That was beautiful.
Was that like was that a group stage match, or was that actually for the? No, it wasn't for the.
It wasn't for a quarter. No, that would have been even funnier.
Our quarter was with Azale, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Yumi and Azil.
Oh, what a wombo combo.
Oh, that was when we were like, no, guys, Gen.G D plus is going to be really good, and everyone was like, no, because then for the first match and a half, it was a blowout, and then it turned to be this cracking 5-game.
Oh, that was one of my favorite best of fives ever.
Yeah, and it had the canyon, you know, the flank, and then they still lost the Kane flank.
Oh man.
And then everyone was like,
his Kane was so good.
so good, yeah.
Well, Jace is going to be locked in here for T1. I quite like T1's answer here. I just hope that their bottom side is going to be an interesting one, as Draven and Lucian, both of them taken away. Double tank bans against Zest here. Just to make sure that the Jace's time is going to be the best, I guess, if they do decide to put Jace up there. Could, of course, still be the Gragas, obviously. As the music stopped for a moment and it kind of frightened me as... Oh, Flex Callista, baby!
We don't know.
Oh, Callista Gragas opportunities now? My god, there is so much flex. So much flex! It's absurd. I love it.
Yeah, there's a lot of AD carries banned. Like 4 of them are already gone. Is it going to be like Callista, Renata? The Gen.G can pick away the Renata here as well.
No, it's Callista and Siva. No, that sounds awful. I'm gonna back to the drawing board. Callista Teemo.
No. Veigar's banned. What if it's Callista Cho?
Kind of hate that. Because
Yeah,
Cho
Jace.
would just be support, wouldn't he? Or is
No,
it
it's
Callista support?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Still not a huge fan.
Oh, are we going any? No, not any support.
Any support? Ew.
No.
Gen.G, you were
Yes.
gonna win. Oh,
Also fine.
Callista
Yes.
Jarvan that's the way. That is what we want.
Do it.
God,
Do
I
it,
love
Bob.
Jarvan support. I love Jarvan support so much. Oh God,
Baby.
it's glorious. It is just beautiful. Everything about this is wonderful.
Well, I don't know about playing AD Callista into Talia. That's going to be a nightmare.
Do you know what's hilarious? T1 picked all of these flex picks, but then don't swap any. Oh, never mind. Jace is going top. Gragas is going mid. I don't know about the Jace top, actually. I feel like Kasante's matchup into Jace is kind of fine. But I guess maybe... Oh, wait. No. What? I think Jace mid into Talia is way better than Gragas.
I don't mind it so much. I think Gragas, if he goes Q-Max, is completely fine there. And we have already seen that Chase can win. I do think the Cassante matchup can go both ways, but I think the laning nerves really did hurt the position that he has. I don't like any support anymore. I think after the nerfs, it's just any middle bust.
Yeah, I agree. And Wolf saying it's not Renata, and I actually think that Renata would have been fine, but I think that Jarvan's much better in this spot with Callista especially. Just because
I
like
love the
you have
J4
so like J4 Callista's always been so strong. This is a 3-gamer for sure. I think that T1 probably have a 70-30 draft gap.
Oh no, I like the Gen.G draft more. It's just after game number 1, I'm not believing in Gen.G anymore. I don't see it.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like
Probably.
I feel like T1 have like a lot of power. It depends how this Callista AD actually goes, because it's been a
That's the
while since
main-
we've actually seen Callista.
Yeah, that's my main thing that I'm worried about. I don't think Callista is that good a matchup into Varus. And I also think that the Jarvan is extremely execution dependent. But T1 snowball very, very well. They just didn't play the early game that well. So, not worried on that one.
Yeah, it's a very curious one. It's a curious one. I think maybe I'm feeling somewhat biased because they flexed Annie to support. I just don't like it. Makes me upset. But do you know what doesn't? Do-do-dos. Let's do it. Let's do-do-do it. Hell yeah. You're gonna pay $750 for my arm?
That's not a good deal. I wouldn't take that deal.
The heck?
That's a low offer.
All right, just to catch you up, Wolf. My arm, it was 125
It was
grand.
It was professionally evaluated to be worth at least
125 grand. So just want you to know that 750 I will not be accepting.
He's just going. He's gathering the storm.
Hell yeah, he is. That's what we're talking about. That was the late game carry.
Grass boy, have you eaten grass today? Oh no, not the grass boy thing.
Hey Atlas, in the AI one, which champ would you trust the most to help you build an IKEA wardrobe? Oh, that's a good question. Quid might be dead, but he does have to flash, so
that's very
just maybe
very
dead in the future. Oh god, and the waves crash. It's 200 health. All right.
He also went ghost. He doesn't have TP.
Back to the question. Who would I trust to help me build an IKEA wardrobe? It's 100% Heimerdinger, and it's not even close.
Oh, I thought it was casters. They were going to ask for casters, but for league champions, yeah, you go Heimer. Heimer or Victor?
With Ring and Watch, we can talk 35. What?
Yeah, don't entertain that offer.
Yeah, I mean, I borrowed. You know how much money I borrowed from you so that I could afford this ring. Okay, well. Like, you know that it's worth more than that.
Jace has a hammer. Well, Jace would be a good one as well. He's a great inventor.
I don't know whether you need a hammer to build an IKEA wardrobe.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah, but...
Sometimes you need to, like, hammer some stuff in.
Yeah, hammer the back plate.
Who's casting today? It is Cronny AI, Claire, and Atlas. Who apparently is real and has been lying to me the whole time.
Yeah.
This is actually the plot twist of Challengers that like is so meta that even I didn't know about it. I'm not real, but Atlas is. LS and Papa Smith.
Yeah, LS and Papa Smith. I'm Papa. This is LS here.
I can't do a good LS.
Well, you just need to talk about how much you like Morellonomicon. That's what you need to
talk about buying a lot of control wards.
Yeah. Yeah. And the conspiracy of how much Boris has been cheating all of our players out of all of their hard-earned gold.
Maybe some scorching.
Quit
should die.
I like Wolf's bag of memes.
It's a good bag of memes. Oh, Smash and Bout might be in some trouble. Although Lost Pie is very low. Yeah. But he's still Annie, so he can just Q someone.
I guess.
I'm going to take the risk as, okay, Smash and Bout. Getting some work done.
Ooh.
They will never know.
The Sentinel.
These are the type of games that make me want to play Jarvan support, and then I do, and then it does not go well.
How can it not go well? You have one job. Put flag on head.
No, you have to also know when to EQ, which
is No.
Yes, which
just
is
put flag on head.
No, not just put flag on head.
You never EQ, just E.
No.
Don't even level Q. See? Flag on head. Flag was placed on head, job done.
Okay.
Exactly. Smart.
Put flag
the
on
Admiral
head.
knows, okay? You've been told. Kevin knows as well. Oh, man. I mean, flag on head, Chronicler. You'll be fine. Dal doesn't have a flag to put on anyone's head. Is going to flash. And that means that Gen.G, successful gank, is Quid. Quid would love to flash, but Forest is just going to kill him. Bay, you are a hero.
Dude. That was well done by Forest. Forest actually flashing out to make sure he can get the point blank Q.
Yeah.
Really nicely done. Because without wave, like you're seeing it, you're like, I don't know about that. So again, want to highlight. Bay obviously also flash. Body slam well done. And then look at this. That is a clean flash Q. Actually, no, wait. He flash E's and then he walks on top of him.
Q.
Yeah, and then Q's point blank.
Yep.
Man, Forest.
Kind of sick. Kind of sick play
Smited
from
the
Forest.
to land the Q, yeah.
Yep.
A gamer.
Actually, really clean. T1 actually off to a flying start here.
If you're moving house apartment, which league champion would you like to help you with move? Valkos is
Yeah, a lot of
answer.
arms. A lot of arms. Definitely a lot of arms involved there. Does float a little bit, so wouldn't actually, like, if he picks something up to move it around, he's not going to drag it or anything like that, because he just floats it on over there. Kind of good. But I would actually probably ask Sion, because Sion is also the removalist van at the same time.
Sion doesn't fit in most houses.
Oh, I'm obviously buying a really big house. Duh.
Sorry.
Yeah. Or Aurelion Soul, because he's a spaceship.
Yeah, it's like Malphite is another example. I think Doll's dead this time. No, still just fine.
Absolutely fine. Forrest going to be able to take a Cloud
Winner,
Drake.
you are pre-6 Wukong. Maybe just farm. Just farm.
So many of the champs would have no relevant experience, and you'd have to spend time explaining the concept of a house and moving to them.
Ooh, bot lane dive.
All right, see
Bot
whether
lane dive.
Forrest can do it again. Bot's going to be able to get the knock-up. Really beautifully done there, but Carpe survives for a long time. The Jarvan falls, and I don't know whether this is a good one. Forrest is going to look for it, but he does not quite get there. Bait's committed. He may die because his turret's gotten so much work done. As Winner looks to move over, I think the body slam should save Bait's life here, as the Weaver's wall is also really awkward with this Wukong coming in. Smash trying to dance around Quid, does pull out the sticks, but it doesn't work out, and that is called a throw, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a very optimistic dive from T1 that doesn't work out even a little bit. And
That
crucial
was,
here,
that was a dive into a waiting pool, boys
Oh
and
my
girls.
god! Because Bout actually starts with this off really nicely with a EQ flash, but then Lospa catches 3 people in a W stun. 3. Wait, why is the okay?
I mean, Quid's
That triple,
living his
that
life on
W
200
from
health.
Lospa actually just won in the game. But,
Yeah.
well, I don't know. It's challengers. Like no one actually wins until they've won the game. But
Yeah, Bort's kind of inting now. Not sure what he was doing all the way up there. At least Smash is going to be here to collect this wave. And having a look at the gold, no real changes.
sorry, boys. No, well, if you didn't see game number 1.
Yeah, yeah, there's absolutely no... this means nothing for the outcome of this game whatsoever.
we don't know. We simply cannot know.
And honestly, T1 have a lot of... We have buttons to press to go in and hit opponent, and I think that means that they're still favored.
I do really like the judging.
Yeah, I'm not there with you. I'm a T1 draft believer. Maybe it's the Bay Gragas angle. Maybe I'm just into the Bay Gragas.
No, that can't be it. It must, like, if you're set the Forest Lee angle, I actually would be there. Imagine if they have Renata with Bayla there. I mean, Bout is level 5. Renata would have been good, though. I do agree.
I mean,
Renata would have been
no,
great.
Renata would have been great, because with Renata, they wouldn't have dove.
Might still have.
I shouldn't.
A bit of handshaking going on, you know? Fiddle. I like Fiddle. I wish Fiddle was there. That'd be cool.
I like Darius as well, although not in the LCK.
Played him. That was
Yeah,
fun.
it was not fun. It was really depressing. But Darius did exist. That was the biggest draft gap of the year, wasn't it?
Why did Gen.G change jungler? Bring back Peanut. I have bad news for you. Oh boy.
I don't know. I think
Following the
Winner's
Gen.G
earned his
incident,
spot. Winner's earned
everyone
his
on
spot.
Gen.G was immediately benched.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Peanut is spending some time on Carrier's banana farm in Queensland.
Which champion, good question, Wolf, would be the best to help with essay writing? Victor will be high up there. Victor is a Heimerdinger is another scholar. So they both will be pretty exceptional.
Essay writing. Blitzcrank.
Victor, Jace, Heimer. Yeah, the Arcane Trio for sure.
Blitzcrank is basically just ChatGPT.
No, Blitzcrank is not that type. He's a golem.
Nah, it's an AI. As you know, you told me the calculator's an AI.
No, I did not say
Yes, you
that.
did.
No, I didn't.
You actually did. You said
no,
that earlier
what?
today.
No, I didn't. I said if you count it as intelligence, that's not the same.
All right, well,
Completely different.
Forrest is flashing, might still die, does kick the Wukong away though, keeps himself alive. Bei holds onto his flash, definitely important. Not a lot of mana available as Forrest is going to just dive on top of these chickens. Almost has his smite available and is able to survive the wrath of the popcorn.
Morgana would be decent. Morgana's smart, but she's also kind of obsessed with, you know, corruption and
Yeah, and also
and
like
darkness.
it depends
It's like Kill. If
what
you
the subject is.
yeah,
right?
if it's like an ethics paper, like just ask Kill or Morgana, depending on which point of view you have. Both of them really ran on about that.
Yeah, probably true. But if it's about like current events and stuff like that, I feel like they wouldn't really be the right option.
No.
Although baking, Morgana's got your back.
Well, if we include skins, then it's probably like Teacher Fiora, no? What is
Which
it?
champ would
Headmistress
write
Fiora?
the best love letter? Oh yeah,
Heartseeker Ash.
Heartseeker Ash, best love letter.
Maybe Heartseeker Varus. He seems like a romantic.
What about Heartseeker Annie?
No.
What about Heartseeker Lucian?
No,
What about,
I think it's Varus.
What about the entirety of the Heartseeker skin line?
No, I think it's Varus.
There's just a lot of Heartseekers. So wouldn't they
Because
just...
Varus has like, he has the romantic experience of 2 guys instead of 1.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Ooh, Crypto gonna get booped back there a little bit. Squid still surviving here. T1 with a slight gold advantage.
Can Varus write? Well, he can dictate. Doesn't need to write. You're the one writing the essay.
Isn't his bow fused to his hand? Yeah, but which hand is it fused to?
Also, he can just tell you what to write. You know, it's about the words. It's
You
not
only
about
need
writing
one
them.
hand to write.
Well, depending, we don't know what his dominant hand is. Maybe he can't write with the other hand. I can't write with my right hand.
I think when you've got no choice, it's not about like which one's your dominant hand. It's about
so,
which one's
so
your hand.
Do you want a love letter written by someone with a non-dominant hand? No one can read that.
I'm saying it is his dominant hand because it's his only hand. It's the only one he can use. Of course, it's his dominant hand.
No, what do you mean? Maybe his dominant hand is fused to his bow.
Yeah, but oh my god! But
Yeah,
that's,
then he would have to develop the other one, but maybe it was too late in life and he never he was never able to actually learn it very well.
He was born with the bow like
How
that.
much writing do you think Varus does in his daily life?
A lot.
Why?
He's my pen pal. I didn't want to have to admit it this way, but
Are
I'm
you
just
big
telling
timing me? Are you
Yeah.
name dropping?
Well, I'm just saying, like, I know these things. I have the information. All right. That's all right. Zest is going to go all out here. On to Dal. Dal seems to not worry about it too much, but the Q is going to land there. Dal actually getting CC'd for quite a bit of time as Forrest looks for the Q. Not going to find it. Quid's going to move up. And the threaded volley is going to come in. This is not the alcove gaming that we were looking for. And Quid throws rocks all over Jace. And Jace is going to go down.
Not going flash, would have gone down nonetheless. So good call there. And right now, Gen.G, Winner and Quid getting more and more fed. It's going to make the team fights extremely hard to play out here for T1.
Why is it, what? It's not a romantic thing. Varus and I just like, we're pen pals. You know what a pen pal is? You just like have a chat. Send letters to one another.
How did you casters get your jobs? I find it amazing. You came from other regions, got a perfect fit. They found me on the street.
Yep.
I was just wandering around in Seoul.
I spoke to Papa and he wanted to invite me to the LCK.
It's not a cool origin story like mine.
Yeah.
Mine also was fake, so I feel like I should be... I just auditioned and, you know, sent in my resume and a cover letter.
Welcome, Papa.
Oh, hi, Papa.
Yeah. See, confirmation. It is a cool origin story, okay? As Dal is going to look for Quid. Quid is going to flash, but I think one more auto should do it. It's actually a Q from Forest that gets in there. And Bot is just going to bait him in using Jarvan's best friend, the stopwatch.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well played by T1. They need to make sure they don't give up this mid lane turtles. Oh no.
Oh dear.
A bot.
All right. That is a gorgeous little barrel. Be thrown on top of the Annie.
Don't go in Forest.
And look, T1 now going to take down this top outer turret, and Gen.G kind of falling apart at the seams, and I feel it's a little bit sad because we're not seeing much of, you know, you were talking about how like we're thinking that the Gen.G draft is cool and all this sort of stuff, but honestly this game is not about drafting whatsoever.
Yeah, if they're team fighting. I never said I thought that. I was with you on the T1 winning front, right?
No. But you said that you liked the
I like
Gen.G
the draft. When
yeah.
they are team fighting, yes. Which they are not. They're getting caught in 2v2s and 3v3s into Jace and Lee and Gragas. Yeah, that doesn't work. Can't do that.
No, but there's more to the game than team fighting.
Well, I know. Is this? I don't know. Like, what is happening? Are you trying to be like? I don't know.
No, I'm just saying.
Just saying.
Yeah. Even though it is a nice team
fighting
fighting draft.
Well, it's challengers, so I think it might devolve down to team fighting at some point. But with how T1 is snowballing the game at the moment, and a very valuable mountain Drake being on the way.
Scary stuff. If Gen.G can get a mountain soul though, they're feeling real good. Casters, you have one champion from this game to protect you. The rest will attack you. Who have you got? Annie, because Annie comes with a free Tibbers.
From this game, probably
Lost is dead. Forrest is going to one-shot the Annie. Okay, winner is now cycloning. Everyone just getting involved here. Nice, like, Smash got knocked up a whole bunch of times, and T1 are just slaughtering them now. This is looking like a stomp. What is happening?
Gen.G, as you pointed out, just getting picked apart one by one by one. Mispositions here across the board. Carfe again not able to have the biggest impact. And T1 snowballing now soul point here for this team. Forest is Lee is maybe just a ban. Maybe we just don't give it to him anymore. Because what balances Forest on the most base level is that Forest is an inherently flippy player. But if you let him play Lee, that doesn't apply anymore. That actually was the Dahl and Forest combo, really nicely done. The shot blast, and then the fight is won on like 2 fronts with another really good ultimate from Bay as well.
Yeah. Kind of gorgeous. And oh man, I hadn't really factored in the fact that Unraveled Earth is really powerful into Callista, into my assessment. It just hasn't mattered.
It doesn't matter at all.
A little bit.
No.
Huh.
It just teaches us again that when it comes to challengers, what we think doesn't matter. All that matters is how good the hands are on the given day. And right now, T1's hands are looking a lot better.
Well, their draft was just better. No, I'm only saying that because they're just winning. And yeah, well, I don't think it has anything to do with it.
I thought the draft was...
No, I liked it as well.
The draft was fine. Yeah, I don't mind the T1 draft at all, but I don't think they should be...
It should be that you get Annie first pick and you win, though. That should be how things go.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, feels less good when
No, it has to be in this game. If you could pick anyone, you'd pick Asol. Asol, like, canonically, I'm pretty sure is the strongest character, and also he's a... like universe-sized dragon, so you could just hop on him and go to another universe and be safe.
That's true.
Yeah.
In this game, I actually take it back. I would choose Callisto.
Yeah, I said Callisto as well. You know why? Because she can Fate's Call you.
Yeah, you just get Fate's
You're
Call
safe.
And you're fine.
Yeah.
It's true. Or Cassante. Because he's like...
I feel like he's huge.
Broken.
Yeah, and he's great at protecting you as well. Not
Lee Sin. Because he doesn't even know where you are.
Well, he knows, right? He has a great sense of sound. Yeah, Talia, to me, it's between Talia and Kalista. Because Talia also you can stand on top of a rock if you can surf a little bit, and then you can just surf off.
And she can just throw the rocks around. You can stand on those rocks.
That's true. I've seen enough Avatar to know that Earthbenders are hella strong. So I'm feeling pretty safe, you know?
Nice. Wait,
Yeah.
were they in Avatar?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were blue people.
That's not the.
They don't
That's
do
not the
earthbending.
right avatar.
It's like the Na'vi.
Yeah,
Are they earthbenders?
I know that you're doing this to get a rise out of me, and I will not let you. I'm not gonna respond
Rise
angrily.
is not a choice. Although Realm Warp would be pretty good for safety.
Atlas.
Yeah.
Never mind.
What have you got against James Cameron? He likes the deep ocean.
That's such a good South Park episode. If you haven't seen it, you should after this game, of course, you should finish first because you have to finish your Challengers podcast.
Titanic is a great
But
film.
afterward, you have to search up the James Cameron song, and then you'll get why we're giggling. Don't do that. Atlas is breaking his gear, which is a little spooky. I don't know what he's doing, so maybe I have to
do some play-by-play. Nah, Bay is taking a bit of damage. Gonna have to flash underneath his turret. The rest of T1 are looking for a Baron. They're gonna find it. Whether they're going to actually take it down is another question entirely. This
There
could be
is
the
an
throw
Annie.
angle. This could be the throw
It
angle.
could be. There's bounties.
Ooh, are they pulling away from the Baron as Quid just dives on top of Forest? I don't know whether that's what you wanted. As Bot is going to be taken down by the Annie. Tibbers inside the Cataclysm, actually working against T1 a lot as Quid kind of out of this fight. Gen.G going to have to flash away, Winner leaving this battle.
Oh my God, where are they
Smash
going?
with his shield bow, doing what he can. Forest over the wall. Does he have the safeguard angle? And T1
they're gonna
just
die.
getting eradicated entirely. As Q gonna connect, Forrest should be able to use the Talia to get out, but he cannot go over the rocks. And yeah, I don't know what that was about, but it did not go so good for T1.
T1 Baron! We gotta keep it interesting, Atlas. We gotta keep it close.
Yeah.
You
Let's
can-
hope that T2 Baron is gonna be better.
You can just play for Mountain, and you win the game. And then this is so disjointed as Bout isn't here, and the TP isn't here, so this is just a 4 versus 5. Although I guess Zest is a little bit late as well, but Quid surviving here is one of the biggest parts. Him actually staying alive for as long as he did, and then Winner also getting away is huge. And playing Callista into Sante does not seem like a fun experience. I don't think you really do a lot. Callista is not great into tanks, and we're seeing why right there. And now Gen.G only 3k gold behind. Oh, that's a big loss. That is very important. If they can poke him down, they should be able to get themselves this soul, and then they're in a decent spot, but gotta be careful here, T1. This game is not yet won. And we'll have the Drake, as Atlas has broken his gear. Oh, he's back.
Cataclysm diving on forward there as Quid once again down extraordinarily low. Still able to keep them at arm's length as once again Forrest diving on forward. The seismic shove's glorious though. He goes golden. He's got a stopwatch. Best item in the game is going to be there as Dal just straight on top of the Annie and the Varus at the same time. Everyone's getting knocked around, but this time T1 seem to be staying alive.
Wait.
Oh, Quid over the wall, just kind of destroying everyone, and they didn't finish him off. Zest gets a quadra, and Gen.G, they're back in it.
T1!
Like,
Why? You'd won that fight!
what about that control ward that was watching Quid
No,
kill everyone?
No. So Quid's positioning was actually nuts there, but I'm just... So, you should win the fight there. Then Bout goes in, which isn't the best score, but it's not the end of the world. And then this is where you're like, this is free. But why, T1, just do Drake. But no. Forrest is on a mission, and he baits the rest of his team into going here as well. And then I want you to pay attention. This is, again, where the fight should be won. But instead of just peeling back, like, we're playing Callista. Yeah, well, yeah, okay, but it's also Quid, like, step inside the side. And the real problem is that because Dahl is not dealing with Zest, Zest is just going full 1v9. And that is the Drake going over, and the gold lead not ballooning for T1, and I don't think Smash is really going to be a factor at all in this game.
Already hasn't been.
Yes.
They do have Dal. So that
that's
sort of
the
helps.
yeah, that's the insurance policy, because So what's really good is how well Dahl was able to like blast people before they set up. I just wish that T1 would take it a little bit slower, because slow is good for them. Like your poke is so much better. They don't even have poke virus.
Nope.
Like if you hit 2 shock blasts on the backline, they have to peel off.
Well, 4-0-4, Zest not found this
Seeing
game.
some 9 games dancing. They're in Twitch chat. Look at that. That's a nice dancing emote.
Yeah, it's looking likely at this stage.
Could
but honestly, like from
happen.
this point in the game, it's still absolutely.
Oh, we don't
both
know.
of these teams. It's just
Zest
it's not
might just
about
be
any of
dead.
that. Zest is going to go all out and all the way towards his death chamber because he can't get out of that cataclysm. Great flag and drag there from Bort, who goes into his Zhonya's. See whether he survives. Is piercing arrow would have probably killed if he was lethality, but he's not at this point in time. Although at least the Zhonya's gives you a bit of armor.
What
T1
about
gonna go
the
back to it
next
again.
Baron?
Let's try it. T2 Baron.
T1, there is winner. Your health bar so low. I don't think this is the course of action, and they fortunately seem to decide the same thing.
Full forest.
There are mines. You cannot go.
There are rocks on the ground. The outer turret going to fall here in favor of Gen.G. Going to pull that gold back just a little bit.
Carry a Giga Chat.
Yeah, this is a second breakfast type situation. Absolutely. Shoestring knows exactly what's going on. T1 needs to sub Faker back in. This new guy kind of sus. I don't think that's true.
This is
Don't say that
T1,
for
and that
PCS
is
champion
that
Faye,
is
okay?
that is a support on T1. That is those statements are true independently from one another.
Yeah.
Scary as POG. Okay, well, you know what, chat?
Most of the
not
POGs
take
are carry as POGs.
your
It is true.
Incessant making fun of these great challenger players. That's not what we're about.
Mylon Requiem.
Where is Faker?
That is like you're giving away strategies here, and we prefer it if you didn't do that.
Ever since Faker got drafted to the NHL, the Rift hasn't been the same.
It's true though. Sad stuff. It's all right. Zest gonna go back home. Does have a lot more money now after that quadra kill that he picked up. Was then immediately punished, and I think they picked up the shutdown there as well.
They did.
It's kind of funny that it's on hit Varus, because I feel like the Callista's kind of fine because of the fact that it's on hit Varus.
Yeah, and I think lethality into T1 is great because they don't have tanks.
Yeah, it would have been really good.
The prevailing theory, of course, is that with Zest being beefy frontline, you get a lot of autos in, but I'm not super stoked about the on-hit Varus. Never have been.
Yeah.
And I don't think
You
I
do
will be.
still outrange the Callista, I guess, but
Yeah, but if Callista is like... If it's a team fight, it's a 1v1 between you and Callista, I'll take Callista any day of the week. Still.
because you do kind of just go pop when the rend happens.
Yep.
Forest looking for Zest, or Zest looking for Forest, one of the two. Some looking is happening
If
here.
T1 get this, they're in a great spot. If Gen.G get this, they're also in a great spot.
The T1 spot a little bit upgraded
There we go.
from
Dahl,
the Gen.G spot.
just play slow T1. Just use your range advantage with this monster-fed Jace. Just pummel them. Don't be baited into diving deep into a Taliyah. That's not the way. Don't you dare, Forest.
Oh, Sonic Waves.
Their zone control is so good as well with Gragas and Jace. It's just going to be a flip, isn't it? Just going to flip it.
Is Sonic Wave Lee Sin's biggest strength or his greatest weakness?
Yes.
I guess I
Out.
knew the answer to that.
Out.
Flank angle for the Jarvan.
But you don't need to. Just poke. Just be patient. He's not going to be patient.
Oh, he is on vision.
He spotted, they know.
Yeah. There's a lot of wards around here, Bao, as he does have to use his Zhonya's immediately. T1 might be able to just take the dragon, though. Never mind. Winner is... Oh, he's just dead! Okay, never mind. That is that poke angle we were talking about, but it's a huge seismic shove. Forest able to get out. I don't know whether Bay is going to be quite so lucky. And this is kind of a disaster. Bay going to be taken down immediately. Dal is still at full health, though, and look at these shock blasts. It's a disaster. Double kill for the Varus. But Dal is going to be able to walk on past. Oh no, he went to the skies! Why did you go to the skies?
Why do we keep all-inning?
No! Quid is gonna steal it as well! And T1, you are just getting wrecked by this one Talia over and over again.
Why do we keep all-inning into a Talia with Unraveled Earth? They won that so hard!
We need to explain to them what Talia does, I think.
Well, the moment winner dies, you've won. You've won the game. Like, this is really clean. Like, that's it. That's the win. Just take the dragon! Why are you going in on Zest? Why are you like... Oh. And then they win again. They win like 3 times in the fight, and then they keep finding a way to lose.
All right, well, Quid gets a huge shield, and Forest is... we're flipping for a Baron. We're flipping for this Baron right now.
Lost Smite because of the reset. She tried to rent, but there was a reset.
Aha. Well, the Baron is just going to be taken here by Gen.G, and I have a feeling this game is just done at this point in time. And I think it was the draft gap. I think Wolf was right the entire time. It was unwinnable from T1 from the start.
It's 9 games, Atlas. It's happening. We should just accept our fate. We make do with our lot in life. And in our case, it's the inevitability. That's what T1 is really fighting here. That's what's actually happening.
I mean, you are saying this as if you think Gen.G is going to win from this point. And I still don't think that that's actually going to happen. I was kind of joking before. I think now that T1 are in a gold deficit,
that's when they really pop off.
It's much more likely that they win. So
okay, Crowns, you're gonna get a little bit of timeout, man. That's a little bit too negative for the vibe we try to have here. Because if you genuinely don't think that these players are really good, you're not.
Yeah, you're a moron.
You don't get it.
Yeah, it's actually it's kind of ironic, isn't it? That you're like calling people stupid. Yeah. As Forest is gonna go. It was pretty heroic, honestly, the attempt for the steal.
Yeah. We can have fun, chat. It's challenges, but if you're actually mean or disrespectful to players, you're getting straight up timed out or banned. Let us be very clear. We like having fun. You can make fun of us.
Yeah,
that won't get you a ban.
That's fine. That's fine. It might still get you a ban.
Well, okay.
I'll probably permanently ban you. Yeah.
I won't.
I'm able to
take it.
I don't care. I will perma. That is my way.
You were the chosen one.
Yeah, and he was chosen for death. Gen.G chose him. And Dal is now out of the game for 50 seconds, or maybe for the rest of the game. We'll see whether Gen.G can push in for the victory here. They do have 2 siege minions.
Yeah, Dal's dead for 35
Dream.
seconds. I'm pretty sure that's going to be it.
Yeah, and Dal is kind of the entirety of this team at this point in the game.
Gen.G, you can go. If you don't, okay, maybe
they are going to go.
Maybe well, no, we can go in. But maybe we just keep playing the game. Maybe that's the point.
That's what we want. 7-4-5 here for Dal. Lots of numbers in that scoreline.
Quid
still has a slight gold advantage.
6k gold up.
Yeah, Quid is just
on MSI champion. No, sorry, MSI representative PCS champion Bay. Oh my god, you see these CS numbers on Quid?
Did someone just call me an elf? Bringing the ring to Mordor? The elves didn't bring the ring to Mordor.
No, they notoriously didn't.
A little bit confused.
Because the elves would succumb to
the
power.
It is that's a Flame Horizon plus 40.
Yeah, do you never listen to me? I was just talking about this.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Okay, well that actually tracks. That checks out. Yeah, no, Quid actually monstrously far out. It's had 6 Magi's as well. Doesn't have death cap though. That is a little sussy.
Yeah, probably. I don't think you need a Magi's of 10 stacks when you can have a death cap.
I think you take the Magi's. I think you sell Shadow Flame. You just get death cap.
Oh yeah, fair.
Yeah, Void Staff as well.
It's Lord Doms, but on the other side, Carfe does have himself a GA. And with the way that Carfe was playing in the last game, love the GA pickup.
Very, very, very good. Smart, thematically coherent, and it's just going to be the fight for Soul, I guess, the Soul flip. But it's not even, Gen.G don't even get Soul. But I think that T1's chances the later this game goes, the worse they get.
Yeah. Is Dal tilted?
Well, I would be.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, he is just going to get
look
obliterated.
At that face. Yeah, that does not look good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you had this game in the bag.
Yeah.
It was right there, but that's challengers.
It was right there 3 times as well. It's kind of impressive that the game was sort of teetering, but now Gen.G in absolute control. And should just be able to push through. They should have been able to push through a while ago. And it was with Dal dead last time around, of course, the most important member of the team. Winner is just going to take a solo Mountain Drake.
There's just nothing.
Soul point.
Like, you don't have any... Like, unless Gen.G hugely misplay, like, you don't... Talia into any damage dealer on T1 is just GG.
Yeah.
So there isn't... I don't see a lot of angles here for T1. Unless they can, like, catch one person off guard and, like, just kill Quid. But outside of that, Quid majorly mispositioning. I don't really see an angle. He doesn't have any defensive itemization, so that's, like, the one option that you do have.
Yeah, doesn't have a stopwatch, which is good news. But the Seraph Shield is doing a lot of work for him so far this game, and he has been out of position multiple times. Just they haven't been able to do 100% of his health bar. They've only been able to do 90%. And that is still 10% away from being able to kill him. The Crab does have the best jukes in the game, by the way. Buckets and gloves, so if you could just give Forest a break a little bit there, that would be very nice. And all right, T1 do have everyone back alive again. Dal finds a Shock Blast onto Carpe, but it doesn't really do too much.
If T1 win this game somehow, nonetheless, it's the most challenger thing that I could possibly
Yeah,
imagine.
this would be Giga Challenger, but it's also like, it's so close to impossible.
Yeah, because it's the winning into throw into then winning. It's a D+ special. They've done that a bunch of times, this split.
Yeah.
But they often have drafts that do allow you to really like single out and completely kaboom someone. I don't think this T1 draft really has that. Although Smash, you know, he's getting towards his like final items, and I do think that Kalista, when left alone in the fight, can do some serious damage.
Yep.
But that's
has a Lord
pretty much
Dogs, so
yeah.
Winner.
Who's better than their hair? Absolutely not.
Put money on T1 just randomly killing Talia and winning the game? Yeah. I mean, a lot of Gen.G's money is just on Quid, so maybe if they do get a pick.
Quid, look at that. He bought Sonya's. That's a really good buy.
Sells his...
yeah, sells his Majai's. I really like that. Although, again, I would rather get rid of this Shadow Flame.
Sell Shadow Flame for Death Cup later.
Really should. But we'll see. He might just be continuously buying pots.
I think this game's probably got about 15 minutes left in.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah. It's the 40-minute game into the 50-minute game into a 40-minute game.
No. Last one's 20 minutes. 100%. Gen.G gonna start off the Baron.
Just don't flip it, Gen.G. That's the only thing you can't do. Just fight.
They will peel. The Flash Tibbers is going to be body slammed as Bay is going to survive for the moment. Forest just dives in. Not sure about that, as he is really dead. Yes, I believe I could separate the forest from the trees.
No smite! No shot.
Oh,
wait.
Shock Blast, kind of sexy.
Hold up.
Wait
a minute.
Oh, okay, Bay. All right, I see you. There's now Smash trying to get these autos in. They do take the Baron, but can they win the fight? Quid, he's just alive. He's fine. And once again, he limps out of the fight. That's the ace, and that is the game for Gen.G.
They got so close. Right. If Bout hits that flag and drag, well, you know who we were voting for. We only got one choice.
Forest.
No, that's not the vote. Can't believe Kips isn't here to see this happen.
I'm glad. I feel like Kips has been ruining Quid this whole time. Every time he's here cheering him on, Quid loses another game.
It's the only answer. As Forest trying desperately, but yeah, we're Baron.
Oh yeah, this one's done. Forest is going to go in to try and kill Quid yet again, and he will not be able to. Neither will the Jarvan, who dies extraordinarily quickly. Gen.G will bring us to that third game. Just exceptionally played from start to finish, in complete control ever since the draft. Just a huge gap.
I am going to take a slightly more serious approach and say that this is the reason why this T1 is looking like the worst of our playoff teams by far. This is a team that has issues with consistency going a long while back, and it's showing here as well. Given so many of the mid-game decisions they make, it's something that's really hard to fix, but it's something that they need to if they ever want to be a top contender, because individually we've seen like Dahl have amazing games. Not this game necessarily, but Smash comes to mind as well for like some really cool games. I think the draft did him no favors here, but none of that matters if your mid-game decision making is as skewed. And this is Challengers, so we often talk about mid-game decision making and how hard it can be. But T1, I think, is the best at getting hard-won leads for having great hands in a fight and then not being able to recognize, hey, we need to peel off. Right? It's like the same thing that Forest has done in this game and many other games kind of seems to permeate the entirety of T1. And if you do that into Talia and Wukong and Annie, it's not going to work.
Yeah, I love the T1 game plan coming out of the gate. It just, if you make 3 huge mistakes in a row, it doesn't matter whether you get to that 5k gold lead that should have secured it for you. It's just not quite good enough. So Gen.G able to just hold their ground, and Quid played a fantastic Talia here. It was really nicely done, and of course there are a lot of reasons why it works so well, but they were offered this game on a silver platter twice, and they said yes.
I think it's part nice execution from Gen.G, and it's also playing into what T1 does wrong pretty often, which is why T1 has been struggling so much. They started off the season on a pretty high note, but these problems, they're not going anywhere. And for playoffs, if you're struggling this much against Gen.G, a team with 4 series wins, things are not looking good.
Yeah, it's, well, T1 have been, they kind of play to their opponents almost every single time. We've seen it time and time again. T1 pretty good at just going 3 games, going the distance, and they will do it once again here against Gen.G. A lot of practice available, but Quid being able to pick it up here, 7-2 and 18. A big turnaround from his game number 1 performance, and looking really good.
Quid able to get it done here on the Talia. Talia, a pick that, particularly if you're positioning in mid to late game team fights, is good if you're able to kind of weave around a lot of the skill shots and just keep throwing Qs. Keeping that E uptime high is incredibly strong. Very deserved POG here, able to make the most out of those mid-game team fights. And I wonder who's going to win this series here. Wouldn't be surprised to see it go either way, because T1, I think today, they were already looking kind of shaky, and then with this game, giving away a game from this position, that's got to be tough.
Well, if I've learned anything from T1's other team, it is dropping a game in a best of 3 they kind of do for fun, and then they just win the last one.
Yeah, but I don't think that applies to this roster.
We'll see. They are a team that's in playoffs, Gen.G, not with that opportunity. They are down a lot of matches, but an opportunity for pride to pick one up here. We're going to go to a short break. When we get back, that game number 3. Welcome back, everyone, to LCK Challenger 2023 Spring. I'm Atlas, this is Chronicler, and we're here for game number 3, T1 versus Gen.G. T1, they were winning, and then they lost twice, and then ultimately lost the game. Quid, stealing the show on his Talia, was let live multiple times, and you know what happens if you let Quid live. He wins the game.
Quid and let die.
No. I do not have elf ears. These are just regular ears. It's just the fact that you can see my ears is weird at this point in time, guys, because normally we have headsets on.
They also
so it must be a bit confusing.
Because of the definitely real waves behind us, they look a little bit wonky in general. They look a bit sharper than usual, I'd say. Longest silence in LCK CL history. Yeah. Yeah,
how much for an ear? Oh, that's a good point. How much do you reckon my ears are worth?
I am not in the business of selling my ears. I don't care. I value them too much.
I reckon you could, like, if someone's like a Diablo 2 fan.
Yeah, they're a Van Gogh fan.
They like collecting ears in that game.
Yeah, Van Gogh, the painter, because he only had one ear.
Atlas, you're an AI. You can configure your appearance.
He's real. I'm not.
You know, it's
I'm
just
fake.
configure, right? You don't need to say configurate. What does configurate mean?
Don't be mean. You don't know if English is their first language.
No, they went too far.
Ah.
It was already right.
I would dual Chronicler for his ear. I wouldn't accept that duel.
In Diablo 2, you would.
No.
That's the point.
No. I like these casters. Can they cast for the main LCK? No, we're...
no, not quite.
We're not good enough.
No, you need...
But that's what we're trying to get.
You actually need to be real. Yeah.
Keckler's an AI with the negativity turned off. That's pretty accurate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That works. Is this Atlas real? I've never seen a real Atlas before. No, me neither.
Yep. If you'd like information on Persona 6, I got you. We might go through that later on. Heimerdinger and Varus both banned away here by T1. The Rise continuing to be banned against Bay. And the Caitlyn not going to be let through. She was nerfed to oblivion on this patch, but still getting banned. It's crazy, isn't it?
Did Faker retire already? Why is... Yeah, he retired. Well, he was benched, actually. Benched for Bay.
Yeah. Atlas used Elven magic to construct the caster
so we
AI
first
that
pick
sits next to him. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Atlas, what do you think of Daya? Don't even start Pandemonium. Don't even.
Yeah, you have strong opinions on Genshin characters.
Well, no, Daya's not even a character. Daya's an NPC that you can unfortunately summon.
That in of itself is a strong, literally a strong opinion of Genshin characters.
No, it's a fact. It's actually a fact.
Okay.
By the numbers.
Okay.
By the numbers fact. The Sejuani and Rakan, both going to be locked in yet again. I've seen this draft before. I've seen it. It was a draft.
Run it back.
It did have a Varus in it last time.
Yeah, better.
Yeah, you could just like...
You could Zaya Leona.
No, no. You use Zaya Renata. Zeri Renata? Yeah, just Zeri Renata. It's fine.
It's gonna be Zeri Lulu.
I mean, Renata is just so
Costas, what are your favorite guilty pleasure foods? Probably a donut. Good donut I love. There's this place in Seoul. It's called Awesome Donut. And it is incredible.
Would you say their donuts are pretty good?
I'd say they're awesome.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Crazy.
Already delving into the depths of my comedic reserve this early on in the day.
I know.
When we're only 1/3 in.
Yeah.
Not even.
Renekton was locked in instead of a Renata.
Casters as casters, who do you look up to as casters? Probably Jet. Jet and Pop, I think, are who I look up to. Jet for his impeccable speech. Like, Jet talks with, like, almost no filler, no ums. Like, the man just has the cleanest speech that I've ever heard. It's actually wild. And then Papa for obvious reasons.
Me, probably Quick Shot and Tasteless.
makes sense.
And Sajam. I like Sajam a lot.
Tasteless is just Tasteless and Artosis is like I think for if you end up being a caster in Korea, you don't really have a choice. Well, that's why I got interested in Korean casting in the first place. Was Tasteless.
Yep.
Yeah.
They are the goats. Gen.G did not ban Renato.
No, I don't know why. The Ludo ban is great though. The Elise ban, not so much.
I don't think the Elise ban's all that necessary. Although I guess like it does open doors for T1 to play a double AD style of situation. Opens the Bay set mid. Know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, did you hear Papa and Spawn did a cost?
Yeah.
On the LCS?
Yeah, I didn't actually see it, but I did hear it happen.
Yeah. Supposedly it was great.
Oh god, it's gonna be Annie support again.
Maybe?
Oh no, thank god. Thank god, we're fine. I thought maybe it'd be the Viego Lissandra angle, but I think that Renata is so strong here.
I kind of love it, to be honest, but yeah, Renata's too good. This champion is kind of nuts. And it was always, and that was nerfed repeatedly, and it still has like one of the best teamfight ultimates in the game.
Who is your Mount Rushmore for casters? Is that like the top 4?
For League specifically, it would be what? Flowers, Quickshot, Papa, Kobe, probably?
Yeah, Kobe's definitely there. I mean, that's probably a decent
Is
top
that
4.
is that a, maybe it's, I mean, it could be Freak as well. I don't know, Tuffy. It's caster specifically. If it was League personalities, you'd have to find a place for Shocks and Dash.
Oh yeah,
Tough.
true.
Yeah. Asking an Aussie and a Dutch person about Mario. Yeah, but I mean, we get it though, right?
Yeah, I don't know what Mount Rushmore is necessarily, but I think there were faces on it. Anyway, Gen.G did lock away the Yone for Quid in that mid lane.
I don't like locking Yone into Renata and...
No, I don't like picking Rakan into Renata either. I think that that's kind of illegal.
Who are your 7 wonders of the world of casters? Okay, we're getting out of control, Chad. Come on, reel it back. Behave, Chad. My God. I don't like the T1 draft that much, but I think the Renata, to me, is a really big saving grace. Gen.G's draft, to me, is like... I like it way more. I think it really ties into what the theme of today has been, which is team fighting. And if it wasn't for the Renata, I'd be like, oh my god, T1, what's happening? What's going on?
I think the Zeri is completely off theme. I don't understand it at all.
I mean, yeah, I would rather see Guys here.
Yeah, like, I think Draven was up. So just pick
asking
Draven.
non-history majors. I know about the history, the 7 wonders of the world, because of Donald Duck. They had like a ton of history specials, including the 7 wonders of the world, which is like what, like the Hanging Gardens of Babylon.
Yeah, we played
pyramids.
Civilization, so obviously we know.
Yeah,
what the 7 wonders
that's
are.
true actually. You
There's
got
actually
Civ
way
as
more
well.
wonders than 7. Like way more wonders. You know, because there's like your classics, like the Hanging Gardens and the pyramids and stuff like that. But then there's like all of the others, like Broadway and blah blah blah.
If you were to make a stereotype having each step of a caster, who would each step be? What does that even mean? Oh my god, amazing. Yeah, Laura's still coming, don't you worry.
Yeah, she is. 8.4 wonders. What's the one that's only partial? Let's rock out. Get your doo-doo-doos in the chat while you can. There we go. Now,
yeah, Laura's coming. There's also not to be named mystery caster that is, I swear, they're coming soon.
there is, there is one coming in now.
They landed now.
They landed now.
Yeah.
They are here now.
Yeah, they just arrived, actually.
So if there was someone tweeting about being on a plane, then crap, we may have given it away.
You
But I
can
don't think
figure it
so.
out, chat.
I'm not entirely sure. Let me just check
Well,
Twitter right now.
Atlas is going to do a little bit of research.
Yeah, I'll just check to see.
This is a pre-broadcast. This is a pre- and rebroadcast at the same
A
time.
pre-broadcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did actually... Oh, they should be landing around this time. I don't know if it's right now, but it's give or take around this time.
It's all right. They didn't tweet about landing. So
Nice. So we didn't give it away.
we haven't given it away yet. However, we have set everybody up to know that it's being given away.
Yeah, we're not going to give any hints, because you shouldn't need hints.
I mean, there's already a hint on the
Well, that's what
LCK Twitter.
yeah,
So.
well, that's what I mean. If you do some good detective work, then
Yep.
you should be fine. First, nice.
LCK Cast is about to
GG.
finally get more than one day off a week. Don't get ahead of yourself. Don't get ahead of yourself. There's still some casters that are not going to get the day.
Want to talk about it, Atlas? Huh?
No, it's okay because it's week 9 next week, so it's not like
It's only one more week.
good old visas.
Yeah, we'll just do
not
try
easy to get
costs
'em.
instead, so we can make sure we keep working just
Yeah.
as much.
Handshake going to come through. Wow, what a great ability into Rakan. Actually, that would have been the same against any other champion, but still.
If you had 9 brothers, how would you rank them in terms of cost? That's my favorite new bit.
It depends whether my 9 brothers were all commentators and who they were.
Where's Faker? He is he's gone, as is Gumayushi.
We're IA casters.
No, we're AI casters.
No, IA.
I'm not an IA caster.
Zelric says that we're IA casters.
Well, maybe they made a typo.
Yeah, no. There's lots of IAs in the chat.
Oh, Quantum Assault with the real question.
So Atlas, what's wrong with Daya? Like, I have been on most CL streams, and I'm honestly confused why you dislike her so much. It's because
First
she
and
doesn't
foremost,
do anything.
Atlas has very high standards. Keep that in mind when
No,
it comes to his
I don't have very high
gacha gaming.
standards at all. I think that a 5-star should probably be better than a 4-star. And the 4-star that I'm referring to is one of the worst in the game, and they're not even better than that. So, you know, it's a little bit sad.
If you had to pick a caster as a father and mother figure, what would it be?
So David Turley would be my dad.
Oh yeah, yeah, Freak's the dad. That's easy.
No, my dad.
Oh,
You have a different dad.
okay.
We don't have the same dad.
I'd pick Kobe.
We're not brothers.
Kobe could be a, or Azil actually. Azil has big dad energy.
I don't know about mother figure.
Me?
I feel like I don't know. Because I'm old.
Yeah, it's more of an energy than it is age.
Yeah.
Age related.
So it is. Because I would say our talent manager, or the North American
Sure.
talent manager, but I just like, oh, it's Ji-san. Ji-san's my mom. She counts, right, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pastry time for your mom? Oh, well, pastry time might be my dad as well. Maybe it's just pastry and free. My mom and dad. Another handshake. Lost, we're going to get thrown away. Blade Caller is going to get a snare there onto Smash, who's knocked up as well. He's just dead. Although the bailout doesn't quite work out there, as Bort's trying to kill Cafe, and he's going to be baited into overstepping. Lospa wanting to chase after the Renata, but he's not going to be able to do so. And Gen.G, first blood in the straight-up 2v2.
Whole Lospa there as well, flashing with the heal to make sure that Carfe didn't go down, and that's a disaster. You just lost into a Zaya.
Yeah.
That's a bad time. A lot of mana available here as well, and it's just the combo. Right, it's the Blade Caller, and then the cleanse comes through too late. Smash doesn't flash, gets Grand, and just look at this from Lospa. Gets the Q, and then immediately flashes on top to make sure that Carfe lives. Does
Really
mean he
nicely
can't
done.
chase on bout, but making sure that your Zaya doesn't die there, I think, is worth it. What is a champion you would lose your mind over if locked into? You mean good or bad?
I'll just lose our mind in one way or another.
Well, then it's Zeri. That's easy.
Oh, that's such a boring answer.
Which is why it makes me lose my mind.
No, but like, do you lose your mind that much every like? You lose your mind on a.
Okay, you know what? It's probably. You don't have to be mean about it.
I'm not being mean. I'm just saying, like, have an interesting answer.
Which caster would you trust to fight for a zombie horde to get to the last helicopter out of danger? Atlas. Atlas and Dagda, actually. If I have Atlas and Dagda with me, I can handle any post-apocalyptic scenario. It's actually, I think it's Atlas, Dagda, and Lyric, because I feel like Lyric would be very resourceful.
He would be, but he'd be like I think Lyric would be off on his own.
Oh no,
instantly.
he would be lone wolfing, but he would be there when you need him most.
Absolutely not. No,
I think he would be. I trust him.
And I sort of like, I trust him as well, but I don't
Also
know
don't.
where, like, yeah. Because he's such a loose cannon.
He is.
So
I think you need
a
that
certain level of reliability.
I think you need that X factor. I think you need that X factor if you are in a zombie apocalypse. You can't just play it straight. Like with you and Rob, right? You got the front line. But you need the magic. That's Lyric.
I think Lyric would be like the same in a zombie apocalypse as Forest is in every T1 game.
Yeah, that's what I want.
You want that?
Yeah.
Wow, it's suicidal of you, Chronicler. As Gen.G are going to get another kill, but this time the Zeri is able to get one back. Forest now going to die in the jungle. The Unbound Soul going to bring the Yone straight back to lane, and this is a crazy game already.
Yeah, if you fall behind with this T1 comp, you're gonna lose. Like it's not a good comp to play from behind. Yeah, Renekton and Viego, champions aren't gonna do a lot. Which caster would your parents approve as a good friend? All the casters.
Spawn.
All the LCK ones.
I know that because Spawn's been to my house and met my
You
mom.
guys have met my parents, right?
Yeah.
Like you have, yeah.
Yeah.
And my brother as well.
I don't think I've met your dad. I met your mum though. We
Oh
had,
yeah,
we
yeah.
had
And my
chicken together.
sister. Yeah. And then also my brother, because he came to New York. It was really, really fun.
Yeah, hung out with him quite a lot.
Yeah, he's very chill.
It was good times. Smash surfing back to the lane. Currently a 1-1 on the Zeri.
Hypothetically speaking, if you were stuck on a mountaintop during a winter night, had to huddle for body heat with another caster, which caster would that be?
Dagger. Dagger. 100%.
Well, it could be you as well.
No, it's just high value. I like it a lot.
Yeah, Dagger's very tall. It's just a good deal. As we are just extending, Forest getting picked up there. This is the power of Sejuani with these two melee lanes. And Yone, once he starts snowballing, can be monstrously strong. And right now he already has a kill. And once Shield Bow and IE are finished, I don't think T1 gets to play the game anymore.
I already think they have been largely denied the ability to play the game as it stands.
Oh, Medic is also a good choice.
Yeah, Medic definitely a good choice.
Yeah, that's up there.
Dal and Zest just being top laners. I don't know whether we necessarily need to continue watching that one. As Quid just gone from strength to strength in this series.
It's because Kip still isn't here.
Yeah, it's the lack of Kips. It's really
talking about how great
giving
Quid is,
these
actually
angles.
keeping Quid honest.
Yeah.
He's not getting in his own head. Good damage denial there by Zest using the W.
Hypothetically speaking, if you had to trust one caster to do emergency open heart surgery on you, who would you pick? You just really want us to answer Medic for something, right? Is that how
That's
this one's
there
going?
is no other option. It's Medic. If you're going to hide evidence of your most heinous crime, which caster would you go to as an accomplice? Atlas.
Riven.
For sure. Really?
100% Riv.
Might be Lyric as well. I feel like Lyric would be like, yeah, that's okay.
No. I can't do it. I love Lyric, but
I would.
not for any. Oh, okay. Dal's just going to kill the Renekton. Sorry,
Wait,
Zest is going to kill the Renekton.
Yeah.
Well, Dal kind of killed the Renekton too.
I'm a little worried that what I said in the previous game came true, which is T1 is just boom after that previous game.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I think they were boom after halfway through the previous
Yeah,
game.
well, that was the problem. Oh, they're going to get boomed. It's done.
It's done, too.
It's done.
That's a dead Annie in the mid lane. But this is not just T1 being boom.
This is
Gen.G booming.
They're playing really proactive, right? Like they're getting the solo bolos. They're setting up the ganks.
Which caster would you trust to log on to your Genshin account? That would be Emily Rand, 100%.
Yeah, oh yeah, 100% you can trust that one.
Yeah.
Mark, maybe?
No.
Mark Z, no, just Emily?
He's too free to play. Too free to play for me. But also, I would trust Mark as well.
Does Emily play? Genshin, yeah.
Yeah, she does. As Hostile Takeover is not doing a whole lot of hostility. As Quid, once again, going low for fun. And now Smash is going to try and kill him. He flashes after Quid, does manage to lock down the kill. And
nice moment.
yeah, good moment there for T1. Whether it's going to be enough, we'll have to find out, as it's an Ocean Soul. The Mountain and the Hextech already picked up here for T1. Definitely great news as well. And having a couple of Drakes is important.
Yeah, it's still challengers, so if T1 win, that also would make complete sense to us. Is there something wrong with being free to play? No, but if you're a man of means and you're a man of Genshin culture, then being associated with the rebel is not something that you would do.
Wait, what?
That's you, right?
What are you talking about?
I'm joking. Someone else asked why being free to play is bad. And I was making a joke about you being the aristocracy of just Genshin.
My Genshin account is not as free to play, so if theoretically Mark got on there, maybe he'd like run amok and do like crazy things. That's the one issue that I would have potentially.
Yeah, unfortunately Lospa doesn't find the angle there on the W, otherwise maybe the Yone would have lived. Not going to be the case.
I am a reformed whale, Papa, but I was a giga whale.
I think once you're a whale, you can't. You just remain.
No.
You ever go? I mean, if enough years pass, you'll go back to not being a whale.
If you stop spending money, you stop being a whale.
Oh, that's true. Once you're a whale, like that's just who you are, no?
No.
Okay, well that's fair. I think it's a fun discussion.
I think I'm allowed to self-identify.
That's fair. I respect it. And you have been much better.
I have.
Yeah. So
It's
I
been
think
a year.
You know what? You deserve the credit.
Thank you.
You can say you're no longer a whale. I'm on board. We have
YouTube
lost
chat's
YouTube
gone.
chat.
It's gone. Sorry, YouTube chat.
Oh no. Sorry, YouTube chat.
We miss you. Oh God. Now we've lost
Twitch
everything.
is gone.
It's all over.
Oh, no, okay, it's back. It's back. Stress.
All right, it's fine. We've got the video game here. We'll have a look at that one.
Papa, how was your flight? We heard you just landed. Oh, you sweet summer child.
Oh, what a dream. As Quid unbinds his soul for a moment, some cold jail is being thrown down here as that is a Tibbers without a stun bay. Don't know whether we like that one too much. But that's fine. Carpe is on the bottom side of the map, just trying to get some plates where he can. 10 seconds. Can he get this last one? I have a feeling he might be able to. Oh, no, not going to. So there we go. Smash able to defend.
How long have you guys been casting for? As a hobby since
like today?
2015? Oh, yeah. So
It's like a couple, 2.5 hours?
Yeah, 2.5, 3 hours. As a hobby, 2015. As an actual job, like 2019? I started freelancing 2018, but I did not have a lot of work for the first year.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a tough time. That's when I lived in...
2018, really?
Yeah, that's when I lived in London. That's when I graduated.
So old. I'm just not going to think about it. You wonder if Beryl pulled Fidea. I wonder too. How did you guys get into it? It's such a niche job.
You go first in this one.
I've told this story a few times. I just like... I was there when someone was trying out for a casting role, and I was listening, and I was like, I reckon I could do that too. And asked whether it would be okay if I also tried out. And then I got a job. And then I just started doing it by myself, found a mate of mine, and we found some like random Aussie games to commentate over. And then I moved to Sydney and asked Riot OCE whether I could have a job the following year. That's kind of how it all went down. As a winner is looking for some sort of engage here as Quid needs to go back very, very quickly to the Unbound Soul. Hostile takeover once again, not a whole lot of value as Carpe finds himself alone and Smash looking to grab him. Not going to be able to do so. The flash comes through from the Xayah and T1 actually able to stand their ground in the fight.
T1 doing a much better job here. Smash actually really starting to take over here. And yeah, I saw someone saying I needed the money. If you need money, don't get into like casting as a beginner because it does not. I did not get paid for like the first 3 years. As a caster, and that's pretty standard. Yep. As when you're a musician or any artist, that's not gonna happen, right? It needs to be a passion thing, and then you gotta go from there. I graduated and I was like, I don't want to use my degree. I want to do fun stuff, talk about video games. So then I tried to do that. And here we are.
And we let him.
Who would be your ideal guest caster that isn't the guy coming just in? Ooh, that's tough. That'd be coin flip a Dagda and Ox for me.
Favorite
my guess.
Caster?
Yeah.
Probably
Papa, actually. No, it's
probably
Papa.
Obama. Or Morgan Freeman. Just feel like their voices are so beautiful. That is a dead Viego. Forrest's going to be taken down here, but it's a 1-for-1. Quid is actually going to die this time. Didn't spend a lot of time dying in the last game, but this time goes down very, very low. Does actually get executed.
It feels like Gen.G should be winning this game harder than they are. This is just game 1 all over again.
A Joe Rogan guest cast.
I don't know about that.
Interesting. That's a conspiracy theory right there. As Dow diving forward, hostile takeover in a choke point. You love to see that as Losper. He's out of the fight already, but no kills to come in. Just a lot of R buttons getting pressed all around the rift. Tibbers still available. Heartbreaker also still up as Tibbers is going to stop her back here.
Again.
And another one.
Get him, Tibbers.
Yeah, nice work, Tibbers. And T1 looking for Soul Point. They should be able to get him here.
Chat trying to stir up industry strife by asking loaded questions.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Get any advice for your past self as a new caster, what would it be? I don't know. Just keep going, I guess. I'm not really the type for inspirational talk.
Shady, yes. I think it's kind of fun. Makes it turn into like more of like a streaming experience rather than a casting
It really,
experience.
yeah, it's just a spiritual continuation of the Challengers co-streams, which I'm very happy about, and I think people like it as well. I also don't think that for the LCK it will work at all, because the level of play in the LCK is like, it's so different, and like the stakes are so much higher. So I
You could do this for any league. I just think that it makes sense here.
Well, you can do it for any league, and I think that that's the value of co-streamers, right? But I think for the main, what amounts to like the big broadcast, I do think it's best to do it the way we do now.
Yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, I love it for challenges. It's just perfect. It's just great. If you could have an AI guest cast whose voice, well, we already talked about that. Morgan Freeman, Obama.
Yeah.
Mandy Patinkin has a great voice.
True.
Yeah. Been catching up
Mini
on
Driver.
some
I would
Criminal
love
Minds.
Mini Driver to also.
You know
do
what I would love is
like
Jamie
co-cast.
Lee Curtis.
Oh.
Just because it's so different, it's so out there. But wouldn't it
True.
actually be amazing?
No, that would be dope. It's a right sense of humor.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I feel like she really...
Imagine doing a tri-cast with her and Kevin Klein. Oh,
Oh.
man.
Judi Dench for me, yeah, that's a good one.
Oh,
pop as
Judi
well.
Dench would also be
Dame
absolutely
Judi Dench.
fantastic. Yep.
Dame Maggie Smith
Oh, yep.
could be another great one.
Ellen Mirren.
Yep, also
Ooh.
true. So many good options.
Ian McKellen? Why didn't I say Ian McKellen immediately?
Have both of you cast with Mr. Pedro before? Yeah, I casted his first cast with him. That was me.
That's Chronicler's claim to fame.
That's the only thing, actually, that's the only reason why you guys gave me the job.
It's the first time he's ever done anything cool.
Yeah.
And we're waiting for a time like that to happen again. Sir David Attenborough, yes, absolutely.
Oh.
I'm sure it'll happen. Like one day. I hope. Anyway, Gen.G ahead by a little bit of gold. Doesn't really matter. We're just waiting for the next fight to see who's going to win. It might be T1, it might be Gen.G, because they're the two teams that are in this game, the ones available as far as options for who could win or lose.
Yeah, we've really steered away from the game for a decent amount of time.
You know how you do the question where it's like, who will win?
Yeah.
I've got another question. That is, will this game be won or will it be lost?
I think this game is going to be won.
You think so?
Yeah.
What
Don't
is
know
the
who.
percentage of games won and games lost in Challenger?
In Challenger, I'd say it's 50-50. In LCK, generally, I'd say it's like 80-20.
Yeah.
But when a game is lost, it's often
Oh, I think it's
real
90-10
bad.
in the LCK. this
Yeah,
year.
yeah, but that's also why when you do think of one, it's like, you know, some of the peanut moments come to mind. And they really sting. They're a lot worse. In Challengers, you're like, it's just normal
Dime
day.
a dozen.
Yeah. If you had to assign casters to each LC, what does that even mean?
Yeah, that's too much.
Okay,
going
we're
too deep.
losing our...
Christopher Walken guest cast? Absolutely. I would love that.
So it's 1 minute, and then T1 might get Soul Point and just, or get Soul rather, and just It's Ocean Soul, so it doesn't matter too much, but I feel like Smash has just been playing so well. Best moments to witness, quarterfinals of Worlds. When Deft won against EG. That's an easy one.
Oh, Chris Walker, Nick Cage striker into that.
Oh my god, the Nick Cage cast?
Oh, that would be so dope. Well, we have a Baron. It's down relatively low. Dal has already pressed his slice and dice button and his dominance. Oh my god, the cast value was just obscene from Zest there, but it's not actually followed up with too much, as T1 are just going to romp into the Baron pit and say, you started this, but we will finish it! As Dal wants to try and block Winner from this one. Will is not in this game, as Forrest is going to be able to lock down the Baron. T1 say thanks for the leash, and maybe this game is one that's going to be lost.
I know Zest split up the fight, but I actually think that he might have lost the fight.
Yeah, you might be right. Although it hit 5 people, so I got excited.
Look at what. No, it's not on you. But if you actually look at the feathers here, look at Carfay's time with this.
Oh,
yeah. And if you missed it, Carfay feather stormed, then pulled back or buffered his feather pullback.
Yeah.
And then the cask actually put the Zeri and the Renekton out of his range.
Yeah.
And that might end up costing him the game, as now Soul point here for T1.
Not
okay,
great.
Well, never mind.
Soul is just going to be taken by Gen.G. Managed to get there first. T1 have a chance of grabbing Soul whenever they would like to. Does now mean that the Elder Flip is a further 5 minutes from being a reality, which is certainly good. John Cleese would also be a fantastic guest, 100% agree.
Or I would love to do a tri-cast with Troy and Abed from Community. Troy and Abed in the morning. Nice. That would be great. I would love that. That would be my favorite one. Actually, I'm probably gonna stick on that one.
Stick with that?
Stick with that, yeah. Also, you know, it's Donald Glover, and he's kind of dope in general.
True.
He's a great musician, has a hit show, was in Community. You know, that's a claim to fame.
Absolutely. I think Donald Glover doesn't need too much help claiming fame.
Well, no. But that's my point. That alone will be enough. True. And then he just did so much more.
I'd like a tricast with Donald Glover and Childish Gambino. That would be great.
Very funny.
Gen.G, looking to close in on T1. Can they survive, is the question. Really has been a bit of a turnaround here for T1. Able to get their mental back in order, get control once again of this game.
What LCK team do you guys enjoy casting the most this split? T1, probably? Or Kwangdong when they win. Kwangdong when they win are the best. Because they just go crazy. In their KT win, yesterday as well. Not Kwangdong when they lose, then it's just sad. But it's probably T1. They're just too good.
Yeah.
They do too much.
As soon as we said it was over, I knew T1 was going to win. True. It's fair enough.
That's a great.
It's not that it was like we accidentally called a challenger game over. It was more that T1 did kind of look tilted at the beginning of this, but they did rally very effectively. It's been impressive here from this T1 squad. A lot of young players, you know, a lot of volatile emotions in this game. And, you know, volatility also on the other side of the rift, right? As Quid, even when he was destroying the last game on his Talia, he was still Quid. He was still quitting a lot. And he's now going to find Dal here, who takes a lot of damage.
Yeah, Quid definitely is online. Has IE, and Shilpa also has himself an early Mercurial, which is going to help a lot. I like the bro games that go to 35 minutes because I can hear you going crazy trying to stay focused. Yep. Filling in for a butt, Kips. All we have to do is quit leave. Oh, chat's covering for each other. That's adorable.
Oh, right, then you're a bro.
I'm proud of you, chat. That's
beautiful.
Exactly what we want. That's the type of wholesomeness that we need.
Another Flame Horizon incoming. Yeah, it just landed. Nice looking out there, Quid. Currently 100 CS above Bay, who's decided to not really do much farming minions for the last 2 games. It's kind of not really about that life. Quib is 20 ahead of the clock, actually, so doing very, very well for himself.
Naomi Khan filling in for Kibbs post the squid to support Quid. With Tastosis having an announcer pack for SC2, what caster would be great? Any play-by-play caster. Yeah, it's easy. Or Dash. Or caster
Oh,
Jim.
I'd like a caster gym pack. That would be dope. You can do that for StarCraft. The caster gym pack is available for remastered. Pretty sure. Would be pretty sick. As T1 just chilling for now. We've got 55 seconds on the Ocean Soul.
Yeah.
And 60 seconds now on the Baron.
Man, what a crazy and action-packed wild game are we finding ourselves in, Atlas. Truly remarkable League of Legends that is being played on the Rift.
Indeed. Surprising that it's being played on the Rift.
I was expecting it to be on the era map. I don't know why we're not on Howling Abyss.
Are you worried about Ghost Crawler leaving the WoW MMO team?
No, because unlike Valdez, I'm like, it'll get here when it'll get here.
He did say as well that it's in great hands.
It's in great hands.
He had a bit of a long spiel about it.
Yeah.
It sounded like he was leaving for personal reasons as well, and not for any thing against the game or something like that.
Yeah.
What was your best moment to witness as a caster?
I already answered this one. It was Deft.
Oh yeah.
Deft quarters.
Gen.G is going to look to try and stop this Soul winner with a fantastic flank angle. Look at this. Does manage to find a point-blank ultimate. Doesn't get a whole lot of value out of it, though. There's Dal getting taken down very low, but still running amok in this fight as Smash dashes away from the battle, but he's still able to get back into position so that he can do this big old damage. Picks up the kill onto the Sejuani as the feathers get pulled, but he's just straight to the death chamber. And T1, I think they might just win the game.
Can push here, don't need the dragon at all. With everyone dead, T1 out of seemingly nowhere into full force.
It was in the river.
Let me do the hype moment, Atlas. Come on.
I was just letting you know.
Well, I knew it was in the river. I have eyes. I'm not Lee Sin.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, I know. I appreciate you being nice to me. I'm sorry. I shouldn't take it out on you, Atlas.
It was out of nowhere, but it wasn't.
No, it was in the river.
Yeah.
So smash vote. Smash that vote button. Smash it.
I think we might be able to
might have to smash that vote button. You're in chat. You can't, but we will.
I think we'll smash that.
I'll do a smash times 2.
Yeah.
There we go.
Smash it.
This game was truly a game to remember.
It was. It was a smashing performance. Oh, that's another one I'd like to invite. Sean Connery would be fantastic.
Need to head to bed now. Have a good night, casters. Hey, displeased out. Let me tell you, you might go to bed and wake up, and we might still be here.
So
let
don't
us know
you
how
worry.
your
Sleep is in the morning.
Yeah, you can let us know in give or take 8 hours.
Yeah. Good thing none of you casters bet your hair on the game. Yeah.
You're never gonna live that one down.
No.
Never happening.
Which is all right. It's going to get weird tonight, yes. Sean Connery and Patrick Stewart sounds great. Although, I think Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, because they'd have such good synergy. Be like waiting for Godot. Oh my god, it needs to be one of the games where like nothing happens at all. It'd be so good. This team fight, just beautifully played.
Yeah, watch
T1. Smash getting out of there, and then free hitting for the rest of the
getting a big stun on Carfe was huge, and then also this Feather Storm. I don't think perfectly perfectly angled, as we just get a quick look at the fight that won in the game, and that's what it all came down to. It was just nothing happened, and then there was one good Zeri team fight. Although I think this is a little bit disingenuous because T1 was actually taking control a lot earlier, and Gen.G still have not been able to cope with the loss of pace. You know, that person that just posts stories on Twitter and Insta about like how they're doing fine and they don't miss their ex at all. And they're like, I've moved on. I'm doing so much better. But then you know that they're not.
I'm thriving without you.
Yeah, I'm thriving. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life anymore. But they and then you know at night they're like, oh, I wish he could come back.
Yeah.
But he won't.
This was certainly a game, and I definitely saw Zeri in it. Me too, Matach. Me too. Yeah, it was a tough one for Gen.G. Felt like it wasn't exactly the cleanest of League of Legends. You know,
No.
that's not what I would describe this game as. But interesting, entertaining, fun, all of those kind of words
Engaging,
we can absolutely use.
Energizing.
Atlas, can you do an Aussie accent? What the heck do you think I've been doing?
Well, yeah, good question. What have you been doing?
I don't know.
Beats me.
I don't know.
What
Where am
Challengers
I?
player
Who
do you
am I?
think is the highest ceiling?
Thanks, Papa.
Lucid is high up there. Smash, I'd say. Smash's decision making isn't always great, but his hands are looking hot. Thanatos, probably?
For what?
For ceiling, like mechanical ceiling.
Oh, out of the players in...
In challenges, yeah.
Ooh, ceiling.
Tough, right?
That is a difficult one. Who was it? Was it Guan that was playing the Lee Sin like exceptionally well the other week?
Might be.
His hands look
Yeah.
real good in that game. It's hard to know though, because it depends what the meta is and what the skill expression on champions that are being played at the moment is, right?
Yeah,
to
any
really
skill
get an
expression
idea.
to me is the one that really gets me.
Yeah, no, I think Bay, the Flame Horizon comeback win for the Annie really demonstrates.
Even the tragedy is that even with the Flame Horizon, like
Atlas' least favorite kind of pie.
Quid barely did more damage.
Least favorite kind of pie. That's hard. Maybe mushroom pie is my least favorite, but I do really like it. But
Wait,
it is kind of boring.
Smash had 100% kill participation?
Yeah.
What?
That's pretty crazy.
That's wild.
Where's his CC score though?
Chronica, can you answer the questions people are asking Atlas instead of him?
Mushroom pies are really good. Like, what's an example of a bad pie? Atlas, where in Aussie are you from? As a fellow Aussie, I'm judging. I'm from Melbourne.
Melbourne's the good city. My only reference, like frame of reference for Australia is whatever Atlas has told me. So I know Melbourne good, Sydney bad.
Steak and kidney pie is bad, Shark Hero? That's a classic though.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm forgiven. I'm from a good city. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, this is what I've been told as well. All my Australian knowledge is just from this guy.
Yep, that's how it goes. In fact, you should just not answer anything other than Melbourne if anyone asks you.
Okay.
Is just how it goes. As this would have been an interview, but instead,
No.
it's us. And so now we get some C4 time.
Caster Community Corner.
Yeah.
Been working on a jingle.
With Chronicler.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
No. Well, I mean, for the alliterations, it works better for the flow, but you need to be here as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You don't have a
I was
choice.
wondering- I wonder whether I could just be a disembodied head. Hang on.
Okay, just be ahead.
Let me see if I can.
Why wouldn't you just go down?
Oh, yeah.
Just go down and then go come over here.
I want to be the head coming out of the wall. I want to, like...
We are truly
My shoulder's in the way.
we are
but-
revolutionizing broadcasting.
Hi, everyone. It just doesn't really work. Okay.
No.
I'll
I
come
think
back
if
around again.
anything, we need to just go down on the desk and just have our heads. AI is going rogue. Yeah, Atlas.
Yeah, I just needed to try.
Challengers is really interesting because it provides an opportunity to the age-old answer. What happens if you just lock two dudes in a room for a long amount of time? You put a camera on them. Like, what happens?
Well,
What transpires?
We'll have to wait. We've still got 2 more series to go. I think
know.
like that kind of
And
question needs to wait.
I swear sometimes I'm like, yeah, this should be a quick day. But I looked at today and I was like, I'm feeling like it's a 9-gamer.
It's
and
an
you
8-gamer.
Yeah, you think the next one is a 2-0, right?
Well, one of these 2 is going to be a 2-0. I don't think it's the 9.
I think we might get there. I think we might do it again.
All right.
But we'll see. Atlas has
I
been...
like your positivity.
Well, it's not about positivity. It's just my assessment of the teams playing. Yeah, I think it's quite close. ASO is allowed in pro play. You should watch back the third game between Gen.G and Kwangdong Freaks last night. ASO was the big contributing factor in the win.
Absolutely huge.
The only
Bulldog
reason
getting
I'd
that POG,
argue-
absolutely amazing.
Well, he did deserve POG, but he didn't win the game. And if you want to know why, you should watch. And if you do know why, you probably should try to forget. T1 play already? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, maybe. I'd probably give POG to Moham. Sickest Elder Steel ever. It was absolutely amazing.
Let it be known, it only took Moham 42 minutes to learn. That was a Reddit comment. It actually
Not
cracked me up
42
so much.
minutes, because how long did the game previously go?
Yeah, it's a little more.
Because yeah,
But he didn't. That was his first game. You don't learn the first game. You need then the next game. That's when you start learning.
oh right. So like, what was he doing?
I
in
think
that
it was like
game
an
then?
hour. Well, he was losing the game.
Yeah, he
Game
was.
number
But
one.
was he not? Do you not learn from a loss?
No, it's only counts if it's a win. Otherwise, you erase the memories. You flush them afterwards. That's how I work. I'm an AI.
Wow,
You should know this.
We need to definitely reformat.
Atlas and Kron, what was the longest you've grown your facial hair? I've never had a beard.
I don't know. Mine doesn't grow that long. If I just leave it, it kind of just stays like this, but looks like I'm a bit more
Looks worse.
rough. Yeah, it just sort of keeps growing out, which isn't that great. I wish I could like grow one of the wise man beards that just go straight
that
down.
would look good on you. Yeah.
It'd be pretty dope. I could imagine it if I keep growing this out, right? Then I could braid it, and then I just look like a Viking.
So there's the bestest with Flame, like these two guys, and Fire, which makes you think that he thinks we're good, but then he boos us. So is it a good boo or is it a bad boo?
Maybe it's a bot.
I don't know. I'm very curious.
I don't know either. Didn't make very much sense, but it looked kind of like just generic words that people have said before. So
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. It's a scary boo? Ah.
Boo.
On what thing did Peanut used his smite on anyway, when Ash and... Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, we don't know. Well, he used it not on the Elder, but it's like Peanut, I think, is to most to blame. It's the entirety of Gen.G, though, because Paze and Chovy also could have gotten it very easily. Again, it was an Ash, support Ash, auto-attacking, that got it. And Varus Q and Veigar Q or W would have easily gotten it. But yeah, as jungler, your main responsibility is always going to be that it's your job. So they are reading chat. We are. Hello.
Icarus 4.
52.
Howdy. How you doing? ZZ Top. Also pretty dope in a TriCast, I could imagine.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the band called The Beards?
No.
They're an Aussie band, and they write songs about beards. And they covered ZZ
Sure.
Top because ZZ Top's got a dope beard.
Okay.
It's worth a Google. Very, very funny.
What is your favorite brand of
No
peanut
beard,
butter?
no good is
And
an all-time classic.
Why
Absolutely.
is it Kwangdong Freaks Peanut? Oh my god.
I don't really
Oh.
I don't even think that's very good, but it was, it was a reference you could make. Did you know that you can make beer from
I don't wanna- don't-
I don't
don't
even
do
want to say that.
Is it true that the LCK cast crew have new family members? Yes, one just landed. Like just now.
Yep.
Like
What AFL team do you go for? Richmond. I've been a Tigers fan since I was 5 years old.
I always imagined that the casters wear sweatpants under the desk. Can you guys confirm or deny?
Jeans today.
Depends on the day.
A little bit sad. Jeans boy. You got sweatpants?
I actually do.
You
I'm
nailed the
not
sweatpants this
often
time.
a sweatpantser, but as we have gotten more work in, we kind of have to give and take with how we look. I try to dress it up a little bit, got some nice socks and sneakers to go with it.
Can confirm he is
Upper
wearing
half
shoes.
upper half. Well, that's also not a given for casters.
Who is the tallest LCK caster? Is that you?
Yeah, but not by a long shot.
No.
Just a little bit.
All right, that's going to do it for us. We've been asked to stop commenting. Thank you so much for watching the first series, but there are 2 more to come, so make sure you stick around. We'll see you soon.